Okie doke. So we are coming into the aftermath of the battle you guys had last time, wherein you slaughtered an innocent donkey and I guess some humans or something. But the donkey
The
really
donkey
is
had it
the.
coming.
Come on, don't be an ass
I
about this.
disagree wholeheartedly. So yeah, we are coming into the aftermath of that. You guys are standing around the corpses of many slain foes, and one. You guys left the big guy alive, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Can we
he's
ask
now alive.
questions?
There's a forest fire going on in the background, but it's not spreading to you, so you guys are fine. It's still crackling away. Two people are still dragging their. One person is still dragging their friend away, and then that person regains consciousness and they run off. And so yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, we weren't following any of those survivors things, so...
We maybe want to get away from the forest fire or something.
Well, it's only going towards the south and the east. If we're on this side, it should be fine.
You say that, but fire is very unpredictable.
Maybe we could.
It is dry, and if it is like when it spreads like away from those rocks, and the wind decides to turn or change, it could go anywhere, man.
We'll put all of the loot into a sack and then put the sack onto Steve, and we'll also take the tents. 5-finger discount.
Okay.
And then we can just drag the guy away from the fire.
Yeah, there are no worries for you guys, at least for the moment, although like she says, it might turn at any moment. But for right now, the fire is not.
Steve wishes to use survival to determine if the fire is going to continue to spread and be a threat unto his person.
Okay. What's the DC for predicting weather?
Oh, let's see if I can beat you. I matched you with my -2.
Wow.
I just had a very good roll.
If we're all doing this. Nope.
1 sec. I am. Here you go. Okay, it's DC 15, which none of you made. Oh yeah, I was gonna get some. I didn't have time to do that, so I guess I'll play him. Damn it. Okay, so yeah, none of you guys are able to accurately predict whether there's going to be wind activity during this night or not. So there may not be. You don't know. We're not entirely sure.
If only one of us had a deity for water.
Yeah.
Make a rain
It is
dance.
difficult to tell. I believe we should err on the side of caution.
But the fire's cozy.
It's cozy right now, but I think it might get dangerous in a bit.
As long as it doesn't rain. You all packed up, Steve?
Indeed. Let's go.
Okay, so we're.
I'll grab the arms, you grab the legs.
Yeah. I could probably just carry him myself. Fireman carry.
I don't know. He seems to be large. I don't know what the guy's deal is.
You could carry him on your own if you didn't also have the sack of loot, but with the sack of loot, it is slightly too heavy for you to carry on your own.
Can I have Rain cast Antall on me in absentia?
Does he even have Anthole?
I don't think he has Antall, and in addition, he is out of spell slots.
Damn it, Rain.
Does Arcanist have to prepare their spells?
No, but he still would have had to learn Antall, and I don't know that he has.
Okay.
It's
Wait,
Is
no,
spells known, or is it just spell slots?
They
Yes.
cast as a prepared caster.
Yeah, but it doesn't it doesn't consume. So like, unlike a wizard, you prepare X amount of for example, color spray. But if you have color spray and chill touch, you can use both your slots for either one. You don't have to prepare the specific spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's slightly more convenient than a wizard. In any case, he knows chill touch and color spray. So. Those are his.
Does he
first
have
level.
no intelligence? He should have had more than just the 2 spells.
I think it only increases your spell slots. Although I may be wrong.
No, it should also do spells known.
Yeah, at first level you get the 2 plus int mod in spells.
Okay. In any case, that is not a decision that I'm going to make for his hand. So there's no conceivable way that he's just like, oh, well, I know Ant-Hole now.
Hey,
He's gonna have to
Rain,
figure
get
it
out
out.
home!
Yeah.
I can learn it tomorrow.
Get Ant-Hole, Rain.
It's fine. I will help you
Yeah.
carry the body. It's fine.
Okay. I'm being assisted in carrying the body.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys carry this body to. Which direction are you guys looking to carry it? You're about 4 hours out of town. So I don't know how many miles that is. I'll have to figure that out. So are you carrying him north or west? I mean, you could go east in the direction of the fire. But
Can
I
we
can't
look at the
recommend
map? Yes.
Yeah.
You can also check on the map thing for how far we traveled if it's 4 hours.
Yeah, I just can't remember how many
It'd be 12
hours
miles.
you travel. 12 miles, okay.
So we came from Black Hollow.
Yeah, and you went
Yeah.
east.
Did we? No, we went
Nice.
west. We went west out of town because that's where he said it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know the cardinal directions that well, and I meant east.
Okay,
But-
so we went to the
No,
left. Or right, rather. Right is west.
Wait,
Is
that's
east.
east?
Yeah, right is east.
Okay, I meant
you meant left, which is west, or up, which is
Yes.
north. Because
no.
the forest
I know
is
north and south. Those are the things that I know.
okay.
Oh God, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a compass on the map.
Maybe you want to just copy the compass to put in several places so you can see it at all times.
Oh God, okay. It
Make
only
like
shows
a
north.
pattern of the compass and just overlay it everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
my
put
gosh.
just put the compass like somewhere around here near the dragon's belly.
Oh, yeah, that would be clever. I need to change that, but I need to do things. But for now,
Who the hell is drawing this compass? Why is there like 3 arrows?
Yeah.
Also, if we actually did go west, I'd say we just keep going west, because if we go north, we're getting closer to the actual forest or jungle. I'd rather be away from what the trees are.
Yeah, opposite from the fire, please.
Well, the fire's like southeast, so we'd want to go
Well, yeah.
west.
yeah, I was imagining that you guys were about here.
Then the fire will burn itself out.
It may also spread into the city.
And it may also burn itself out.
I mean, if it
Yeah.
burns its way into the city, it's free loot.
Yeah, and it's also like it's natural selection. Like they couldn't fight one fire; they kind of deserved it.
They don't have any casters with water as a cantrip.
They forgot to prepare it.
So yeah, my votes go west.
Further
West it is.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Beans?
Cool.
Not
no,
hot beans because of the
just
fire?
Cool. No. Yeah, hot beans. Hot cool.
Hot Kool-Aid?
Hot Kool-Aid. Okay, so for how long do you wish to travel to the west?
2 hours maybe?
2 hours.
About what time of day? Time of night is it now?
So it is now 1 a.m.
You need 8 hours of sleep for your spells, don't you? Or is it just next day?
8 hours.
It's like I need to decide the time of day when I think I spend an hour to meditate.
Yeah, but I couldn't
prepare
remember
for
if
myself.
clerics need the rest or they just need the day.
I thought they needed rest.
I
Yeah,
think
I think clerics I think clerics just need the hour, but wizards
Yeah.
need both
I don't
8 hours
need
of
the
rest. and
rest, I
also
just
an
need-
hour.
It's just that I need to dedicate the time of day, which I was gonna say is like exactly 1 hour after waking up if I decide to rest.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like 1 hour in
say
the morning.
anything
something.
about sleeping here. It just says 1 hour. So I think you
Yeah.
just prepare in the day. But the Arcanist would have to sleep. So,
I would prefer to sleep. Sleep is nice. Sleep is good.
You will also start to at about 8 a.m. I would say about 8 or 9 a.m. You guys would all gain the fatigued condition if you don't rest.
Yeah, we should probably put some distance between us and the fire, but then we should probably make camp and
so if we're at 1, we travel till 3, and then we sleep until 11 a.m.
okay, we should probably tie up the dude though, because I guarantee he's gonna wake up in that
Yeah,
time.
before we rest, I can use my channel energy to heal us up a little bit.
Yay!
We might want to like move away from the body just so we don't heal him.
I mean, don't we want him to wake up and stuff?
Yeah, but
Like,
we don't
as
want
you-
him to be all healed up when he wakes up.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
We also don't know how
Yeah,
far
that's
into the
it.
minuses he is. Actually, could we use heal to see how far he is into a minus?
Yes, you could.
Oh boy. It's a good thing I'm not doing anything hands-on. Why did I get 13 again? I'm a -4 in this. I mean, anyone could do. There you go.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, Noskali knows exactly how hurt he is. So he's at about a minus. I think it was it's -5 at this point.
Okay,
Is your channel just 1d6?
it's 1d6 because I'm level 1.
You can give 1 to him. Because then he should heal up a bit when he rests.
I mean, it's just like it's an area, so it's if you want to include him or not, it's gonna be the same for everyone.
Yeah? I'm saying just
Yeah.
include him in the first one if you have more than one.
I only think I only have the one.
Don't you get more charges based on
Oh,
your
wait,
charisma?
I do. Learning how to do cleric. I can do it for them.
It's not an easy thing to learn how to cleric.
At least you chose
It is
the
my
class
first
that's
time
better
to
than a
play.
fighter.
Yeah. Hey, don't knock fighters.
I'm not knocking
Fighters are
fighters,
great.
it's just that clerics are a better fighter for some reason.
Yeah. Well, clerics are better at everything.
Yeah.
So, like the guy who decided to make spells prepare the thing, like that's ugh.
It does get
You
annoying,
did.
yeah.
It's stupid. Like I would hate to play cleric on pen and paper, like actual tabletop, because oh my god, keeping track of all those spells. Ugh.
That's why people make
No.
spell cards, but even then you still gotta
Yeah.
edit those.
Yeah.
Then you would have to buy those and spend more money.
I know some people
Yeah.
actually just made their own and printed them off from flimsy paper.
Yeah.
I guess that works.
That's what we do at my table.
Niscali, you also know with your 23 heal check that in his current state, even though he isn't dying, he still has the possibility of dying if left for 8 hours. Might be slim, but it's possible that he just dies.
Okay, so we probably do want to heal him.
We can see how much the first one does.
Let's
You
just
would need-
make sure we tie him up first.
Yeah, just
He would need to be at -2 to have 0 possibility of dying. You know that.
okay. So yeah, make sure he's tied up and like be around him. So if he does wake up, then he's not gonna attack immediately. Hopefully, maybe. Because he might just die if we don't heal him.
Well, everyone dies.
Yes, he might die.
Everybody dies, yeah.
He might just die if we just leave him alone.
And
Okay. The first one. 2. Everybody heals for 2.
You can, you don't have to do it like that. You can put in, it's either level thing or damage, and you can have it roll it at the top instead of being in the description. as well as the DC. It can all calculate that for you as well. I'll see if I can find it.
Was the big dude included in that?
Yeah, it is. He is included.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do the attack and damage, you can add in damage as well as just saying it's healing, so it go at the top rather than the
Okay,
description.
there. Okay, that's cool.
And if you do level basis, you can also do the DC. That way it's all at the top. I mean, if you heal for 2, might as well put them into the next one as well.
Level basis.
Goose, are you healing a Baron? I don't know if he ever took any damage.
Oh no, he's fine. he's
I think the only one who took well, yeah, the only one of us who took damage was Steve.
I mean, I took some damage, but
Oh yeah, you did.
I got hit once.
Yeah.
I ran away from the rest of it.
Then you can heal as well.
Or Steve. Wait a minute, why am I saying poor Steve? Steve's me. Poor me.
Was there any rope in the tents?
I have a rope.
Okay, then. But was there any more rope in the tents?
I mean, yes.
We could use that rope to tie him up,
Yeah.
so we don't have to waste
Sure.
yours.
Yeah.
Here now.
Let's just make sure
Yeah.
it's reasonably decent quality rope and not like frayed, about to fall apart rope.
It's fine.
Okay, I think I added
Made of
Okay.
stuff in.
So yeah.
Do you want another
Another heal?
channeling?
Yes.
I would certainly appreciate another heal.
Hey, it almost did it. Didn't do the DC. But you heal for 6. So that guy should be awake.
Oh, do you heal? Okay. Boop, boop, boop.
Or do we
Yes.
heal him?
Yeah, that's.
I did say yeah. I don't know if you would have done it.
Yeah, I mean, would have, yes.
I mean, you don't know how much it's gonna heal before you do it. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he regains consciousness. So he
And
just
he's all tied up.
yeah, he's all tied up and he's I don't need to have anyone make a check to tie someone up. Is that like there's not like
If
a-
you really want to, as escape artist,
No.
to get into and out of bonds like that.
There was use rope in 3.5, but I don't think
Yeah.
that-
It
No.
got rolled under escape artist for Pathfinder.
Yeah, let's wait, there wasn't not tying in 3.5 though, was there? Or rope use?
Yeah,
There was use rope.
It's its own skill.
Really? It was a skill? Okay, to be fair, people got like a lot of skill points in 3.5, but still, that's silly.
Yeah, 3.5 for as awesome as it was compared to AD&D was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah. In any
my
case,
2
he
to
wakes
20
up.
crit range agrees with you.
My pun, kobold deity, whatever. agrees with me as well. So yeah, he groggily shakes awake, and lit by the flame.
Hi
The
there.
light of the campfire just goes.
We have a few questions.
What do you want? I don't think you are here to bite the tent at all.
I don't know what you're
Well-
talking about. We got 2 tents. 5-finger discount.
I like you.
Also, I'm
We
still
want
covered
to
in
ask
blood.
you about a little boy.
Look.
Oh god, don't use that wording!
Yeah, no. What kid? What kid are you talking about? A little kid?
A little boy.
Okay, then okay, that's what we're going with. Sure. What do you want to know about some little kid?
It's a human called Joe Blackwell. Apparently you guys mugged his dad the other day.
Joe Blackwell. I don't recognize the name, but whatever. Probably, we did have a kid a couple of couple of days ago. It's all been kind of a bit of a blur, you know. But yeah, we had a kid in our repertoire the other day. What about him?
Where is
Where
he
did he
now?
go?
We took him to the keep.
What?
But if you kept him, where is he?
All right then, just let that sink in awkwardly for a few more seconds before continuing on. To the north,
If you don't want to be fed to the fire, you should be much more forthcoming than you already have been.
I'm working on it. I just wanted that joke to see if it could stick, but you know, whatever.
Joke?
Don't worry about it. To the northwest, about maybe a day's journey from here, there's a bit of a plateau. Not that far a drop, maybe about 200 feet, something like that.
Is it actually 200 feet?
I mean, relative to plateaus, you know. Anyway, you haven't, you know, been to the plateaus near Dragon's Belly. Those bitches are up to 2 miles in height. Whatever, that's not what we're here to talk about. Anyway,
I am unfamiliar with the place you are describing, but please continue.
well, down at the edge of the beginnings of this plateau, there's an old castle. Back before Dragonfall, some rich fuck used to live in it. I don't really care, but he left it for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe the local populace weren't too happy about him. Whatever. I'm not a history.
Sounds charming. Continue.
What's this
Anyway.
about a castle? I thought you kept the boy.
Anyway, well, that's kind of what we call the central guy. Well, we just really refer to him as the boss. I haven't really bothered to learn his name, but every couple of weeks he holds what you could call a bit of an auction, where our gathered goods go through the nobles, criminals, whoever's got the coin, and they bid for the wares that we're offering them.
Such as little boys, hmm?
If you have to put it that crudely, yes. Including little boys. And that's where the kid went. Next auction's in a couple of days. Three days, something like that. Can't remember, I'm all groggy in the head from the, considerable wound my leg has sustained. Although it seems to be a bit better now, and he kind of folds and unfolds his leg. That's when we were supposed to get our money. 3 days from now, but, you've put a bit of a wrinkle in those plans, so, I don't suspect we'll be getting any of our, well-earned profits.
They are hardly earned through utterly immoral actions.
Immoral actions are still hard work, and it was still earned. We worked hard for those people.
So I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay.
What
were those rolls this last week?
I don't know.
No, it's not a natural 20. But that is going to be 12 points of damage. Okay, so you clock him just with a fist of fury straight in the face. And he falls back into unconsciousness and starts bleeding profusely from the face. And, it is gushing and gushing.
No, it's kind of panic and just stabilizes him again.
What are you doing? Do you want to kill him? Do we want to kill him?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Looks like it also crashed your fists.
Well, no, that was his mind that crossed my fist.
But he was tied up and couldn't fight back. Don't you think it's a little unfair to just murder him?
Was it unfair when he stole that child and sold him into slavery?
I mean, yeah, but why don't we take him back to the city and they'll The
I
officials can deal with
feel
it.
he has utterly well earned this particular reward.
Or instead of just murdering him, we could take him to the officials, toss him into jail so he can get punished, like, for real.
There might also be a bounty on his head. More money.
Yeah?
Well, it is hard to argue with that. But still, I tired of his yammering about the difficulty of the life of a slaver.
I mean, yeah, that was bullshit, but, you could just conked him out and not just try to kill him.
Yes, that's what I did.
I think there's only one
was
mode his
bleeding out.
fists goes into.
My fists are either angry or furious.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
There's a difference in name. I guess he's not going to be waking up anytime soon, then. Easy to take him back to Black Hollow.
I probably should.
And like I assume that he's back in the state where he just might die if we don't help him.
And if he dies, then we'll be collecting on the dead part of the bounty instead of the dead or alive part.
But yeah, he is. If left out for 8 hours, he's. I don't know how likely he is to die, but it's like. It's more likely that he dies than lives at this point.
Well, he's been stabilized and he's not actively bleeding out.
Yeah, but every
but-
hour, if you are unconscious, you have to make a Constitution saving throw, and if you fail, you take 1 point of damage.
That's only if you're bleeding out.
Not from what I wrote.
If you're bleeding out, you
If
have to
you're-
roll con
if
saves
you're
to continue bleeding out. If
Yeah,
you're
but that's every
stabilized,
round. If you're
Yeah, but if you're-
stabilized, that's every
If you're
hour.
just
What he said.
unconscious. 1 sec. Yeah, if you're dying, it's every round. If you're just unconscious, it's every hour. That's the difference.
Huh.
At the beginning of each hour of unconsciousness, the character makes a Constitution DC 10 check with a penalty equal to the character's negative HP. Actually, he's very likely to die at this point.
what's he at now?
He's at -9. Failure means the character loses 1 HP. Success means the character is conscious and mobile.
Well, mobile as much as you can be in binds.
I mean, yeah. But he
I mean,
will
I'm
be
just-
able to take a natural 20 on an escape artist check.
I as a player just figured out something, but my character wouldn't know. I'll say to you guys, as a player, if we bring this guy back to Black Hollow and say we captured the slaver, they might ask where we got him, and he might also tell them where his base was, so that leads us to being we burnt down the forest.
Well, we didn't. They did.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
Some
I don't know how
heroes
they're gonna see it.
But who are they going to believe? Some heroes or some slavers?
We're not heroes yet. We're just some guy saying we captured this guy who sold slaves.
Frankly, at this point, it's your word against his.
I mean, if we really was like a sliver and someone who attacked, then at least the drunk guy would like say like, "Hey, those dudes attacked me and took my kid." So we would have his word on our side if he's not too drunk to say anything.
I think he will be drunk.
That's the problem.
Also, he's human, whereas we're all beastkin, and Steve is
Well,
normal.
I am completely normal.
Well, the bar we were at had a half-orc like bartender.
Yeah, but
They
it
seemed
seemed
to
like
care about us.
they had some law in town that were human and dwarf. And
Yeah,
they're,
that guy was like a visitor, so I would imagine because the bartender works there, so they would know about that, so they probably sympathize with, people like us.
it depends who the local law is, or whoever would put a bounty on this person, which would probably just be local law. Would you know what the local law is of Black Collar?
Who enforces the law?
Yes.
You can make me a knowledge local. I would normally, if you had been in the city for like a month at a time, you would obviously know that, but it's been a few weeks. Yeah, so you would know that the you're asking about like the leader of the of the law, just the guard captain, essentially.
Yeah.
So the guard captain of the militia in Black Hollow is named Thali Pyreblade. And you have also heard that he has a distinct dislike for goblins.
Oh, well.
Does Steve wear a big jacket?
I have my disguise kit.
Not so much.
No. So we can't hide Nascali in your jacket.
Disguise myself.
If they're not overly perceptive, sure.
Got my fake beard.
Can goblins not grow beards?
I don't know.
Well, you know, argue with that.
I don't know if they can grow, but at least Nazgul is clean shaven like right now. So even if he could, it wouldn't matter. It's part of the disguise kit.
Just say you're a dwarf with dwarfism.
I have an idea. Are we gonna do it like tonight?
Well, we need to sleep first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've all had a pretty long day, and we need to get some R&R.
Did you want to do another channel just so this guy has a better chance of not
Yeah,
dying?
I probably should.
I make no apologies.
I'd never asked for one.
Well, there's the DC.
So now he'd be up to minus
Minus
6
4.
or minus 4.
Yeah, it was
Minus 4,
-9,
yeah.
now it's -4.
Oh, is it 9? Okay. You could do another one, as long as you
Yeah, I
don't.
could do one more.
I mean, you get them all back tomorrow, so...
Yeah.
I do. And I
Unless
was
you're
helping
attacked in the
people
middle
up
of the
too.
night.
I mean, if we are, then we're. Well, I'm pretty much screwed. Exactly where I need to be to make you -2.
Yeah.
So he doesn't die during the night.
So
Solid.
he's at -2.
Calculated.
900 IQ plays.
All a part of the plan, including the punch to the face.
Yeah. Do we just camp out here, or do we try to get back to Black Hollow and take the bartender on his offer about 3 rooms?
We've got a pretty good distance from the fire now, right? The fire's not likely to suddenly spring up on us and try to kill us.
No. It would
I
be
think
an
we can camp
unlikely
right here
turn of
to-
events.
This seems like a good place to camp.
And we have some new tents.
Sure.
We do have some new tents, courtesy of Jimboki's 5-finger discount.
That's a good discount.
It is.
Who's Jim Boki?
Jimboki? I don't know.
It's Gen Boki. Jim is like something you'd have a name when you're in the office.
But could you continue calling
Yeah,
him
I like
Jim Boki? It
Jim Boki.
seems that...
You've always been saying
Yeah.
Carvin's name wrong.
What do you mean, Cavron? Sixth chevron unlocked.
Yeah, Kibron.
Ikebron. Okay, so you guys head to sleep. Before you guys head to sleep, when you guys are sitting around the
Open my
campfire,
stopwatch.
can you-
I feel like the Arcanist is in a pretty good position to keep watch.
I mean, he does need his 8 hours to get his spell slots back. I mean, I'm just saying, you guys could go
Yeah,
without the Arcanist
probably wanna-
spells if you want.
Rotate the what?
Yeah, I can take part of the watch. I'm not that bad off anymore, and I don't have any spells to prepare. I do, however, need time to
I can keep watch as well.
To mix up my special juice.
Special juice.
Yeah, his special.
Very
juice.
special juice.
Mm. Okay, so you guys
watch.
You guys head to sleep and take your watches. In just a second, I'm going to roll to see what happens to the guy. But in the meanwhile, I wanted to ask if anybody wanted to take advantage of the thing where you can share a memory or story about your character to get inspiration before you guys go to sleep.
It's one time at band camp. I don't
Did you the whole thing? Did you really the whole thing?
I ate the whole thing. If not, that's fine. So you guys head to sleep, and during the night, the guy makes a con check. So it's a DC. The DC is 12. Who's on first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Okay, so he makes it first try, which means that he is conscious and mobile. After 8 hours. Okay.
I'm going to gently inform him that he should watch himself before I have to clobber him again.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I can see how the cards are laid on this table. I won't be making any sort of ruckus. But,
What cards? We haven't been playing any cards.
you take things way too literal. Very much like your cat friend in that regard. You heard of metaphors?
No, is that some sort of creature?
That's... I'm gonna go to sleep now. And you just, keep on being you.
Okay, so yeah, you guys sleep through the night, and all is hunky-dory, and you rest, and you take your watches, and nothing untoward happens during the night. So you guys wake up at about 11 a.m. with another hour to go for your various tasks of
Full
preparing
hit
spells and
points.
stuff.
Just don't go down again. Just don't go down again like you did yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, I make no guarantees.
Is that fire still going?
Oh yeah, it goes for a long time. And I
Sweet
also
fire.
don't know what would be appropriate. It's a good fire. It's a long-lasting fire.
It's not a raging forest fire, though.
Well, the forest is far to the north. We just met some trees, apparently.
Yes. And some dry grass. So after having woken up, probably had breakfast, and after
I
preparing
take one of my
spells,
rations back from Steve to eat.
chomp down on one of those delicious granola bars.
Tasty.
What do you guys want to do?
Do any of you guys have appraise?
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Praise
Well,
minus
the
1.
report training.
Yeah.
Because I
I have
picked
a
up.
modifier bonus.
Might be better than I got last time.
I've got -1 to my appraise, so I'm probably not the best appraiser.
Do you need to have a
Last one.
rank in it to attempt to check?
No.
Doesn't look like it.
Because I got those 4 things that you guys can double check. Since I'm not too precise on the amount they're worth right now?
5 gold, 75 gold, 1 gold, 50 gold? I don't know.
I was more asking for an appraisal check, not your guesstimate.
Yeah, that is my appraisal check. Yeah, that was my appraisal check.
You're fairly certain the silver ring is
Yep.
is a false. As are you, Niska. You both think the silver ring is made of actually copper, and you just think the silver is a thin film of metal made to fool fools. You don't
I'm
think
going
it's
to
real
try
silver.
scratching at the thin surface layer of silver with my fingernail and see if it comes off.
So it scratches in such a way that it kind of like bends a little bit, and you can see reflected in the light that the metal kind of changes color. And you, the player, know that this is just light and things working like that. But Steve thinks that it's the film giving way to the useless copper beneath.
Steve concurs.
Okay. I mean, it's still worth something. It doesn't really weigh anything, so I'll still sell it. What about the golden amulet? Please roll higher.
It's
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah, you're fairly certain that the golden amulet is worth something like 150 gold pieces.
I was a guesstimate much higher. Well, double actually.
I wasn't that far off.
Then the tooth.
Oh damn!
So life goes.
You know exactly what it's worth. So you recognize the same thing that Gambaki did, that it was worth 50 gold pieces from just the material alone. But you are fairly certain that this is craftsmanship indicative of some of the tribes up north. And you think that to the right seller, this might go for as high as 300 gold pieces.
Ooh,
Fancy.
expensive. Dagger.
And the gold filigree dagger is a dagger often used by nobles in the courts of Arx. You're not entirely sure where this group got it, but you're fairly certain it's worth at least 400 gold pieces.
That's much less than I thought.
Well,
Yes.
It's a lot
yes,
more
it
than I
is.
thought.
I mean, my character thought it was 1,500. And apparently,
That's because-
I have none available of items.
Yes, that's true.
What? What did you do?
Yeah, just clicked.
You
Yeah,
put in a
that's
bomb in my
true.
inventory.
Sorry?
You put in a bomb in my inventory.
Yes.
I'll just hear some beeping later on. Oh, what are you doing to my character sheet?
Does it mess with it when I mess with it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll stop.
I didn't know if you're looking for something.
I didn't know it'd mess with it when I mess with it.
Alright, well that's all I needed for those pieces of jewelry, because I wasn't too sure about my rolls. I'd also show you, because they're just, like, loot picked up. So, back to town through possibly charred grass.
Yes, I believe that may be the best course of action. Return to the town with our ward, and then strike out for the castle.
Is there a castle in Black Hollow?
There's a keep in Black Hollow. I wouldn't call it a castle. There's a
Well,
keep.
the
Really?
castle that the guy just
You wouldn't call it a keep, even though you just called the other castle a keep when we were talking about their base?
No, I wouldn't call the castle in Black Hollow a castle. I'd call it a keep. There's a keep in the castle to the north, but a keep in a castle is not the same thing.
Okay.
Well, that's news to me.
Yeah, keeps are fortified like things within castles.
Fortified things. My bedroom's a keep.
Towers, fortified towers. Is your bedroom fortified?
Yes. Surrounded by brick.
Well, that's okay. Sure, but is it within a castle?
Some may say. To Black Hollow, let's go.
To Black Hollow you head. You walk for some 5 hours. I wish I had some walking music, but you'll have to deal with the sounds of crackling fire.
This is going to be the sound for the rest of the campaign.
This is going to be the rest of the campaign, just a crackling fire.
The world just
So
burns
yeah,
down.
Yeah, it's the entirety of the northern part of the kingdom just fucking burns to the ground as this forest fire rages through the area. So you guys head through the same portions of the place that you had walked through the day, or rather evening before, and you see that a large portion of it at this point is charred and burnt. There weren't many trees on your way to. There aren't many trees on your way back to Black Hollow, and those few that were have apparently been burnt down. And as you get to the outer edges of Black Hollow, where many farms are kept, you hear some farmers talking about a forest fire that raged on through the night yesterday until a small band of people that they call heroes came and put out the fire with extensive use of the create water cantrip. And
Well,
so
this
yeah,
is to be expected. I'm told that forest fires are a part of the natural cycle.
yes.
They are real best on the dry season.
Indeed, they are. And so, yeah, you guys continue heading into Black Hollow until you reach the gates of Black Hollow with a beaten man in tow. And the guards stop you at the gates, hold out their hand and heft their spear, and go, "Halt! What business do you have with this poor, beaten man?"
This man is a slaver. We are bringing him in to face justice, and perhaps collect any bounties on his head.
I pray he does have a bounty. Otherwise, it'll be your head. All right. Get in there and talk to Thali. See what he has for you.
And so the guard
Okay.
gets you through,
Uh,
and you walk.
Now Scully. Does
Yeah.
Scully need to roll their disguise?
yeah, so we head that direction before we actually go meet Ali. I'm gonna slink into like an alleyway or somewhere and just try to disguise myself.
Okay, go ahead and give me a
A
disguise check.
perfectly innocuous human child.
Hey,
Oh, damn!
I'm going to look like a gnome.
Yeah.
Beard.
Is that much better than a goblin? I can't remember the list
Gnomes
of.
and goblins are very different.
Yeah, but I don't
creatures.
know what people
Gnomes are
like.
perfectly fine. Like gnomes and halflings are perfectly fine, like small folk. I'm pretty sure gnomes had like no problem. Like everyone likes gnomes. Gnomes are great.
You say
Everyone
that.
like gnomes.
Most people like gnomes.
Most people like
You'd
gnomes.
just be a
I mean,
perfectly innocuous human child.
but gnomes are with a fake beard.
There's no list of races in the handouts. I can't easily check.
Yeah, not in the handout. It's gonna be in the Google Doc. It was not high on my priority list to.
I'm pretty
throw
sure
that out there.
gnomes were like fine. That's why I kind of going with the direction with the disguise.
Okay, so gnome. Minor details only. See, disguise is a different race. And okay. Boo. Never had to deal with these rules. Okay, so it's a perception check. Okie doke.
I mean, you're the one who made the campaign where races aren't liked.
Yes, that's true.
Mm,
I don't regret a single second of it. But he's as
Like,
you
yeah, gnomes
approach him-
aren't specifically listed to be like hated anywhere in this
Yeah.
list of stuff you did, so should be
Yeah,
fine.
they're mostly fine. They're fine in
Should be
most
fine.
parts of the
Unless
world.
this dude also hates gnomes as well, but I mean, I guess I'm just screwed.
let's hope not.
He just hates everything that's small. Like, I hate small things. God damn it.
It's small folk.
If it's
Well, it's
less
scary.
tall than me, then it doesn't deserve to live. That's how he is. But no, he
Wow.
doesn't
Nice
recognize
guy.
you
That's
as. Yeah, he's brutal.
Just
So
a
he doesn't
perfectly
recognize
normal
you.
gnome gentleman.
That's what you say when
I
you
don't
I am just a perfectly normal gentleman.
And when I felt when yes, that's exactly what I say.
So as you guys are heading to the guard barracks, you see outside of the guard barracks are lines of guards stationed like one by one, and they are sparring with one another, training. And Folly Fireblade, who looks lost. That is walking between them and kind of yelling orders at them and telling them to do something better, do something harder.
That is a handsome fucking man.
He's so handsome. And as you guys are walking up to him, there's a kind of a courier that runs up to him and hands him a letter, and he slowly reads it. And when you guys are like real close to him, he kind of just yells, "Damn it!" and throws it to the side. "Who are you guys? And what business do you have here in the guard barracks? You need some training?" And he kind of pokes at Niscali, like, "Hey, you could use a bit of beefing up, if you know what I mean." No, but seriously, what do you guys want?
We have encountered a band of slavers. This man was their leader.
Slavers, huh?
Yes, sir.
It's a bit of a problem in the region. It's been going up ever since Dragonfall, but well, these last few months have been especially bad.
Slavery is an abhorrent and detestable activity.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, my friend. It is terrible.
We brought this man here to so he may face justice, and perhaps if he has a bounty upon his head.
We'll go check that out. Let's hope he has a bounty. Yeah, let's go check that out. And you see, as he's talking to you, Steve, unlike most other people, he's just staring straight into your eyes, just as people treat any normal guy. And so he kind of motions for you guys to follow him into the barracks, which you presumably do. And as you guys walk through the barracks, just the lines of beds for the guards to sleep in, you head into a closed-off office at the end of the barracks. And there's a bulletin board with all kinds of, there's one that has a picture of kind of an emaciated-looking fellow who has kind of like black bags under his eyes and is wearing kind of a furry kind of black cloak around his shoulders, and it says like bounty, like 2,000 gold pieces. And then after searching a little bit, he comes upon a picture of the large fellow that you guys are holding, and it says bounty 450 gold pieces. And he goes, "You've got yourselves quite a catch. He's been ravaging through the countryside for quite a while, picking up anyone he could find, buying them from some people at low prices. Families desperate to just survive through the winter. I'm not excusing that behavior, but it's rough. It's rough out there, especially with the recent droughts.
It may be rough, but it's certainly no excuse for enslaving another sentient being.
No, I agree with you. It's completely inexcusable. Especially families selling their children, and it's a bad situation. And we're doing all we can, but it's rough out there. But I'll be glad to take him off your hands, and you know what? I'll throw in an extra 50 gold pieces for you guys. I don't know, something about your appearance. It just makes me happy. It's glad to see there's a bit of
a bit of diversity here in Black Hollow. But I'm just glad there aren't any goblins here. It's a bad situation, Just got news to the north. There's a tomb to some old thing, some knights or something. It's kind of a pilgrim's journey, if you will. Some pilgrims of Sheen, I believe, are heading up there, and we got words a few weeks back. A band of goblins holed up in there, refusing to leave, and flinging shit at anyone who comes close by, especially humans. And we've been trying to deal with the situation, but it's been difficult. So I'm just glad those little fuckers aren't getting closer to Black Hollow. It's all I can say. But anyway, you guys have a nice day, and I hope the world treats you right. And he hands you a big pouch of gold.
I appreciate it, but we must be off very quickly. There's still a little boy that this creature had stolen out there, and we must retrieve him.
All right, you best go do that. I offered to send some men to help you retrieve him, but we're a bit hard up on forces here in Black Hollow, so you're gonna have to fend for yourself. But I have trust that you'll be able to do it.
Yay, money.
Can anyone do these quests on this board?
Why, yes, they're just bounties like you've just experienced. You can just, find whoever. And if you bring them here, most of these are hardened criminals, murderers, mostly murderers.
As Vali is
slavers.
talking to Genboki, Genboki just starts putting the coins in his bag, and as he finishes, Genboki just physically starts to haunch over from the weight of the coins.
Are you all right there, fella? You look a bit unbalanced. If if I'm not prying, are you? You all right?
I miss leg day some days.
Leg day. It's the best of days, but sometimes it's the worst of days. Yeah, you better not miss many more of those, little fellow. You're turning into nothing more than scraps of bones and meat. And he kind of pokes at you. I make myself laugh sometimes.
Ha ha ha! Well, we must be off.
I just imagine Steve just taking a 180-degree turn as he says that.
That is a good image.
All right, then, you fellows have a good one out there, and hope you bring that boy back.
As do I. I shudder to think what this miscreant might be planning on doing. Or might have been planning on doing, past tense, since his plans have obviously been thwarted.
Yeah, and let's hope so, yeah. Good luck out there.
My thanks. And, exit stage left?
Exit stage left. So yeah, you guys head out of the guard barracks and head into the middle of town. And what do you guys want to do?
Alright.
You can go sell the loot.
Yeah, we need to sell the loot. We need to lighten up.
I need to spend my money to line myself.
Yeah. I need to spend some money.
So how much does a handy haversack cost again?
Yes.
I think I probably just want a actual bag of holding, because my backpack gives me +1 to my strength for carrying capacity, and if I don't have that, I will be overweight.
How much is bag of holding? Bag of marbles.
If we all pool our money together.
2,500. I doubt if we put our money together, depending on how much money we get from all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think you...
It's 2,500. I'm pretty sure we're not near that yet.
You are not. You
Handy haversack is 2,000.
Yeah, but if we... Well, it doesn't help my situation.
I'm saying you might be
The
able to
handy
get it
haversack
back
would replace your existing bag.
No, but my backpack I have is Masterwork, which gives me +1 to my strength for carry capacity. If I get rid of that, I can't carry what I have. And everything I have cannot go into the bag of holding or handy haversack.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you meant that the stuff in your bag, you had to have the +1 to carry the stuff you have already in your bag, not like
No.
stuff that's not in your bag is. Wow.
I'm in a very precise predicament.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
I might just have to give one of you my money when I go off stealthing. Until I can actually improve my weight capacity or have Anthaul cast on me.
Alright, you just need the, was it mule cords or whatever they are called. It's actually really cheap if I remember.
Mule cords? I'm not a mule. Mule back cords?
Yeah.
1,000? Still not that cheap though.
Well, for magic item, they're not that bad.
And that seems like a lot of money to spend on me just so that I can carry money, mostly.
It gives you +8 to your strength for purposes of carrying stuff.
Yeah,
So
I've got
you
it
won't be
now.
So, like, you know, you could carry some of this stuff too.
I mean, if you want to spend 1,000 on me just so I can carry things.
Well, there's worse ways to spend money. But I mean, that even assumes that we're able to find them here.
Well, we can sell the loot first and then see how much money we have and what we want to spend on.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna let people who have positive or charisma modifiers do the selling.
Okay, I'm just gonna write out some things to sell what I think they're worth.
And then, are we on that much of a timetable for retrieving the boy?
You said 3 days, so be about 2 now?
2 days till
It's
the
gonna take about a
auction.
day to get there.
It would take about, as he described it, it would be about, let's see, the 5 hours plus another. Yeah, it would be about maybe, it would be about a day and a half journey to get there, where the auction is taking place.
Yeah. So the sooner we can get going, the better.
So that's from the treasure, and you have all of the actual equipment.
Okay.
Which is going to be fun for Goose to find the prices of.
What, these items?
Yeah, the loot. No, not the treasures, the actual loot in the loot
my
handout.
God. Oh, fuck me. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, the composite longbows are pretty expensive, because they're 200 apiece.
let's see.
Well, obviously half it, because we're selling.
I don't want to do this.
Oh, you brought this on yourself.
I can outsource this to one of you guys, I think.
What?
Nope.
To look at the
You
prices?
find the price.
If I'm doing it, I better get a better return on selling.
Hey, you're the one who wants to sell it. Why should you get a better return? As for the fur and leathers, did you guys make survival checks last time to try and see
No.
what those were worth? It
No,
would
I
be
don't think we did.
survival.
I don't remember
It
making a
would be
survival check last time.
Yeah, you're fairly certain they're relatively valuable leathers and to a leather worker. might go for as high as 100 gold pieces total.
Not bad.
I'm currently doing the weapons and stuff. I take it none of this was masterwork.
No. Unless it specifies masterwork, none of it is.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. I have to change this music. Oh my god.
Yes, please. What is my armor? Studded. Oh, no, definitely don't want that.
Fire's also going.
Wait, I know this song.
It's Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy,
something. I just went to fan
There's another
version,
copyright claim.
checked town.
Probably.
So. I feel like I think it's too much responsibility for me also to juggle whether or not the music will be copyright claimed.
I mean, it should be fine. It's just I can't monetize it, and I can't monetize it anyway because YouTube changes. As long as it doesn't mute it. Which I think it shouldn't do. Also, I think they reused this song, because this is from Final Fantasy 1, but it's also Village of Dali from 9.
Yes.
How much was the furs and levers in total?
The what? The what now?
The furs and levers we did survival for.
I'm sorry. I think the music is messing with my audio. Can you repeat?
What were the furs and levers priced at?
100 gold pieces for the bunch.
Okay.
The furs and leathers. I was mishearing you somehow, and I don't know how. It was not coming out as furs and leathers for me.
I know how it feels to sometimes just hear things wrong.
Yeah, it was just.
And it's frustrating because, especially like when we stream, and then I go back to listen to it for whatever reason, and I'm like, he clearly says a different thing than what I heard. Like, what the frick are you?
I don't. I think my brain just gave up at that point.
I know what it feels like. Sometimes your brain just gives up.
I'm just doing the calculation now for how much that is in total. Okay, that's what that's all worth outside of the treasure. But obviously,
And
that is the base price. That's not selling price.
yeah, okay. I was wondering.
And clubs don't technically cost anything, so I don't know how much you would sell that for.
You don't sell them. They're literally chunks of wood. Like, you go out in the forest and you can make a club. Like, they're not worth anything.
You just pick up a branch of a tree and that's a club.
Yeah, so they're not worth anything.
Yup.
Unless it's a masterwear club for some reason.
Although the club that you got from the guy would be worth about 10 GP because it was also like I think it was nailed in and it had a bunch of wire like taped to it, not taped to it, like woven. But you
Not
know
a
what
large
I'm
club.
saying.
It's a rare branch of tree because it's so big.
It was trimmed of branches. It's a nice looking club.
The actual trunk of a tree.
So how much do we settle that for?
50%. That's going to be 611 gold pieces. So what? That's 125, 100 and... Yeah, 150. Oh yeah, I need to add to what's his face.
Yep, what's his face? We'll need money. And since the treasures are actual treasures, can we roll diplomacy to barter for that?
Yes, you would be able to, but are you going to just head into, like, there are going to be shops that, like, not, I wouldn't say antique stores, but there are shops that are going to be specializing in, like, rare finds such as these. So would you just go into one of those shops and plop it all down on the table and show it to them?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, who has the highest diplomacy?
That would probably be
Because I have 2.
It's probably going to be Aaron, but I'm not going to allow him to do the check because I don't want to talk to myself.
I mean, I could do the talking and you just do the roll.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog. I'm gonna want somebody who's here to. It's gonna be the price you pay for him not being here.
Why do we get punished for him not being here?
Damn it, Rain.
It just seems fair.
So does nobody have higher than a 2 in diplomacy?
I have a +1.
I had 1.
Oh boy, I guess it's gonna be me. Hopefully I roll good.
Okay, so as you walk into the store and plop all of these things down, he kind of looks them over, like he goes, silver ring, 25, not that worthy. Looks at the golden amulet, like, good craftsmanship, fine. Looks at the tooth, this here, that's a beauty you got here. Where'd you find this baby?
I found it from another collector. We traded.
Oh yeah, this. Oh, and he takes up a jeweler's loop and holds it to his eye and looks closely at it. They have jeweler's loops here. And it's magical jeweler's loop. And he goes, oh yeah. Oh boy, I can probably. Oh yes, I'll be buying this. And he looks at the dagger and he goes, now this. Where did you find this?
We took it off someone who procured it.
Really? Somebody who procured this? Do you know what this dagger is?
It's a tool used to kill people.
It's much more than that, kid. You see, noblemen have a bit of a special relationships with weaponry. They're not actually used for battle. They're more of a status symbol. And you can see in the pommel of their blades, you see the emblem of their house. And that's how you can notice if a house is still alive or dead. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the Ebon Woods, who are still alive. So, I'm kind of curious where you got a nobleman's dagger who lives about 400 miles away from here.
Well, like I said, I took it off someone who procured it.
I won't ask too many questions, kid, but I'm not going to pay you any more than 200 gold for this. And believe you me, you don't want to deny that offer. Because there's a guard captain here who has a bit of a special relationship with the Ebonwoods. And I think he'd be mighty happy to know where you got this dagger.
Why's my sense motive got to be trash? Because I don't want to believe him. But apparently I might do.
You don't know if he's telling the truth or lying.
My sense motive is not trash, but I still don't know anything.
Niscali, you are fairly certain that he's telling the truth about the dagger's origin and who owns it, but you're not too certain whether or not anybody in town actually knows the family.
So what'll it be, kid? You want to take this trade, or am I gonna have to go to my friend?
Yeah, how much money did he offer us?
200.
What about the rest?
He's offering you 350 gold pieces for the silver tooth, 140 for the gold necklace. He's offering you 25 for the silver ring.
Well, since my character thinks the silver ring's worth a lot more, I'd probably just sell the amulet at the golden amulet and the metal tooth, but I'll keep the other two. But I shall try and get the price up.
Okay.
Okay. You asked for it. I'll be seeing you.
I think we should just get rid of the dagger.
But we're not done bartering. What do you mean, see? You were still bartering.
Oh, I thought you were just... Oh, you're trying to... Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were not going to sell those and try to get a better price elsewhere.
No,
I thought that was the
I'm selling
sorry.
the golden amulet and the metal tooth to him.
Oh, but you're going to roll to see if you can get a better price.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No.
You don't get a better price.
So you say 140 and 350?
Yes. 140, 350.
Gamboku just slowly gets more hunched over.
Isn't there like a coin pouch? I thought there was like a magical coin pouch thing.
Bag of holding. It's pretty much what they're used for.
There is a bag of holding coin pouch, though. I don't remember what it's called,
It might
but I know
be-
one exists. Um,
Did he say the Ebonwood family was friends, or Fowley was friends of them?
He said that yes, that was his implication, basically.
I would like kind of lean to kind of like talk.
these distant nobles.
Get back.
He's bluffing.
I kind of assumed you told me, that's why I didn't sell him
that-
it.
Yeah, I would have like just kind of tried to whisper it so the guy maybe doesn't like know what I'm whispering about, but you know, I'm a small guy, so I don't know like how obvious that's gonna be.
Nah, he doesn't hear it.
Like he sees me whispering something, but you know,
I still think
I
we
try
should
not to make it obvious.
sell this nice gentleman the dagger and be done with it. We do have quite some ways to go to rescue the boy.
We're not in a rush for the money. Also, we're going to be traveling far. Maybe get a better price somewhere else.
Be that as it may. Well, yes, you have a good point. I can't argue with that.
And then I guess we'll leave this jewelry establishment.
Indubitably. And you head out into town with your coin pouches filled to the brim.
So what was the split? 122 each?
It's in chat. Yeah, 122. And then 5 silver.
Okay.
I found a coin
Let's
pouch of
check
holding,
later.
but it's a homebrew item.
Yeah, I can only find homebrews in in like D&D Beyond, and there are definitely going to be some homebrew items that are going to give like special effects, but they're not going to be as readily available as other stuff.
Yeah. I could swear I've seen a coin pouch that is basically just like a bag holding but tiny.
Well, there is a pouch. That's a wondrous item. A nondescript belt pouch is quite popular among those who need to smuggle items past snooping guards or government officials.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
With a command word, the wearer can close or open the extra dimensional space within the pouch. Why don't I just link this? Why do I keep...
Yeah, I found it.
Why do I read things out loud when I can just link it? It's
just
the
fun.
internet, goddammit.
That works.
I do it because I just like the sound of my own voice. Just love
That's
it.
fair enough.
It's
I mean, yeah, I like
1,000
reading
gold
things out loud.
pieces. Yay.
I mean, that still doesn't help my situation where I can't carry other things. It's not just the coins. Like, if I'm going around looting, I can't pick up anything else. So if something
Yes, well-
that's 1,000, whereas the muleback things are also 1,000, and that would help me more.
Yeah. But I mean, we could always get you both eventually.
But right now, I'm about halfway to getting those cords. Is there a mint or a bank here that we can exchange coins?
Like exchange coin. Yeah, okay. Yes, there is. There's the. Oh man, there was the. I couldn't remember what it was called. I have it somewhere, but it was. Yes, there is a bank. It's run by gnomes. Gnomes.
Can I just change my currency up into the higher values?
Yes. As you are exchanging your currency, they push real hard for you to get an account with them and store your money in their bank. Like they're really pushing.
I'm gonna pass it up. Maybe because I'm not going to be here for that long.
Fair enough.
Are you
They did
sure?
you.
Yeah, I'm just
Have
gonna
you
change
seen
up
our
the points.
interest rates?
Yeah, we have a real good interest rates.
Genboki visibly is getting lighter as I lose £3 worth of coins.
which is impressive.
So did you guys want to pull together to get me those cords, or were you buying separate things this time?
I'm okay with that. I've got 200
Yeah.
gold pieces to chip in towards it.
I can chip in as well. It's fine.
I need 553 gold to buy it.
I can give you 300.
Are we allowed to take Aaron's money?
I was internally debating that, and I don't know that we should.
I mean,
But
he,
you
he
could-
may have things he needs to use the money for too.
Yeah, you could always repay him at a later date, but you know,
He is.
We got that
he
IOU
is
in
a
his wallet.
wizard. And wizards are powered by money.
yeah. And I do feel bad taking the money of someone who isn't the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will pay everyone back.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, obviously, but you know,
Well, you could take out a loan from the bank.
hey, there's an idea.
Don't be putting those ideas into a guy with wisdom 3.
Ooh,
Well, I mean,
ooh, there's a payday loan place down the street. If you
I'll
want,
give you that missing 53.
Yeah, for-
I'm not sure I like
it's
this world.
very reasonable interest rates. Yeah, it's about 183% per month. Just you know.
If you pay it back by the next the due date of the first payment, you're
You
okay.
won't get stuck in the
But after
cycle
that,
of
it's gonna
debt.
be a 97% interest rate every
Oh, yeah.
day.
The cycle of debt.
Thank you. I've made a note of how much you guys give me.
Then for myself, I'll just buy the Masterwork backpack.
So the question is, do they have muleback cords in this city?
That is a good question.
Oh, wait, what level do you have to be to get craft wonders?
I think it's third,
Uh,
if I remember correctly. I think they would have this. Yeah, this.
Yeah, cast level 3rd.
dang it.
Yes, they would have this. So yes, you hop into a store with a small gnome wizard and purchase a.
I said no was a good idea.
Greetings, friend. We seek a magical device that will help our scrawny friend here.
The
Carry his weight.
coins! They're too heavy!
Well, no issues
Very-
there, friends.
Yeah.
I've just the thing you might need, a muleback cord for your lifting needs.
Ha ha! Excelsior.
Why, that'll be 1,000 gold pieces, friendos.
Genboku just kind of like very slowly pulls up the bag to the desk, even though it's not really that heavy.
You're just like straining under the weight of the gold.
And as it
Which
drops
then
onto the table, Genboku just like stretches out. It's like, much better.
It'll definitely help you with your gold issues. That is, giving all of it to me. Oh, yes,
I'm not
indeed.
Mm.
But don't you worry, with this magical device, you'll never be under the strain of your gold ever again. Although there is another solution. Make an effort to come here often, and it'll fix your problem.
And he just waits for the joke to land as he slowly scoops the gold into an unknown container behind the counter.
I am without comment.
Well,
Wrong.
don't be without gold in my store.
Of course not.
Would you like anything else? All right then, you guys have a good one. But don't forget to spread the name Ulrich Averick, gnome extraordinaire, and also a wizard.
Of course.
Be seeing you.
Extract myself from the store as quickly as is
Beautiful.
appropriate.
My strength
Laugh
just
all the way out.
my strength just goes from like carrying 43 to being able to carry 133.
Okay, that's pretty.
Your carry capacity literally just doubled.
It's
Oh,
more
didn't
than
it triple?
tripled.
More than doubled.
34 to 133.
Oh, I think it's
It's almost 4 times.
yeah.
That is insane. What was your strength at before?
Wasn't it 8?
Would be counted as 12 for Bakari because of the bag.
Oh, right. The carry thing is kind of
Yeah, it gets
Not
exponentially higher as you go higher.
yeah, it's not linear.
Well, I can now carry dead people's loot as I'm killing people,
Yay.
as well as coins.
Well, I'm gonna have to keep doing the thing where I drop my backpack when we go into battle. Simon, cast at medium.
And I'll just be splitting out money as usual. When I get to the point where I can pay you back, I'll just pay you back in a lump sum, just so it doesn't get confusing.
Mhm.
Rad. So, do you guys have any other business in the town?
Does Niscali need to purchase scrolls to learn new spells?
No,
Nope, she gets them
I
divinely.
just need to pray for them, and then they exist.
Ah, okay.
That's how it works. I just have. That's why I hate
The only
wizards
person
so
who
much.
has to buy scrolls are
Wizards, I think.
the Arcanist.
Okay.
I'll just let Rain shop out of game.
That seems the best way to do it.
I'm too used to the Final Fantasy game where everyone just buys scrolls.
Final Fantasy
Does-
game.
Final Fantasy D20. Basically, Pathfinder with Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy D20.
Yes. Do you guys want to buy
yeah,
anything?
I shouldn't be surprised that there's a Final Fantasy D20, but I'm surprised I'd never heard of it before.
You know, I play it every week for almost 3 years now.
Cool.
I bought myself a masterwork backpack, but that's pretty much it for me.
I should probably do the same.
Especially for carrying more loot. Oh yeah, did you already have tents, or do you want to sell the ones we picked up?
As long as the ones that we picked up don't smell funny, I'm okay with using those.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Also, I can take my rations back off you now that I can carry them.
Ah, I was starting to get a bit peckish.
Did you say it's a day and a half to get to the keep?
Yeah, because it's a day's ride from the camp that he had set up.
Okay.
Can we rent horses for a day to get us there faster?
If we rent horses for a day, we're going to be late getting them back.
Right, so we rent them for 2 days. We go in, punch some people, then we grab the boy and we go leave.
Well, sadly, I can't afford a horse at this point. No, I think me and
Neither can I.
me and Nascali could probably share a horse. I have to double
Are
check
there any
what horses.
rules
Yeah.
for renting? Because I know the price for buying one, but I don't know about
My
the
sword
renting.
backpack is 50 gold. Oof.
I've never come across having to do renting before. Why don't we just buy things?
Yeah.
Well, we can figure it out.
But if we wanted to buy them, it'd be 75 gold.
Yeah, so I will say that there are 7.5 GP a day per horse.
Yeah, I was going to say 10% as well.
Yeah. And I feel like the merchant, the renter would want something of equal value to offset the possibility of you just stealing his horses.
Can we leave Rain with him to?
So you could leave a stipend of like, what are you taking, 2 horses?
Well, we'd need 3.
3
Well, I
horses.
mean-
Okay.
Aaron is also kind of small and slight.
Yeah, it couldn't like.
Like
Oh,
you
does
turn
it
into
just-
a fox
oh,
and
does it-
just
You could turn
I
into a
don't know
small
how the thing
fox.
works.
Yeah.
He could turn into
foxes
a
don't weigh
fox, yeah.
much.
So you would have to leave with the merchant either 150 gold pieces or something of equal value as just a security stipend, and once you return his horses, he gives you the money back.
What about this silver ring that I think is worth 150?
Says no.
I can upsell it. Come on.
You can upsell it, but you can't upsell it by 100%, 200%, 300%, 600%.
It's not my fault my character thinks it's very expensive.
Yes, but you're.
And no one told me otherwise. Or can't tell me
I mean,
otherwise.
so-
Everyone thinks it's the same.
No, both
He-
Steve and
he-
Nazca think it's like way less. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like worth nothing.
It's like 5.
He just says like
or 5 gold.
he at least tells you that it's not worth. It's definitely not worth the price of my horses. I don't know what accent that is.
Well, of course not. I told you it's merely copper covered in silver leaf.
There's no leaves on this.
When you take silver and hammer it out very thinly, they call it leaf.
But it's
I do not know why.
It's not a plant though.
No, silver leaf is a crafting material. It's not an actual like tree leaf. It's just what they call it.
Why would you make armor out of leaves?
I could not say. It is simply how it is.
But what about the other dagger then? Could we leave that?
We could.
It's worth
So
a
it's
lot
just-
more than the horses.
Yes, it
Pretty
should
much the only
certainly
thing they have.
bring comfort to the merchant and convince him that we are honest in our intent.
Well, we do know that many people don't know the house.
Sorry, was there a question?
No, there wasn't. I'm thinking if we do want to leave the dagger with him, it doesn't seem like a good idea in my head.
I mean, what I gathered, the merchant, like, he's the only one who might know about the house. And he was just trying to bluff us into selling it to him. So I kind of, at least Nazca has a hard time believing that this horse salesman knows about the house.
But what if someone comes along and tries to buy the dagger off him for what's more, if it's worth more than the horses? Like
I mean,
we,
if it's placed
Then
like
we
a
keep the
token,
horses.
like if it's a token thing, then he's not allowed to. Like, he'd probably just safe keep the dagger. He wouldn't like show it around and, hey, look, I have this thing. Yes, we might come back and get it back when we return the horses. That's not how it should work anyway. Like, unless we come back and, oh yeah, the horse is dead, the dagger is yours, then he's allowed to sell it. But
It's a
Like,
crazy
unless you
magical
Oops,
world.
we killed your
Anything could happen.
horses.
anything could happen, yeah, sure. Yeah, douche who just sells people's tokens when they rent horses from him. Like,
I don't put it above him for being a douche. Especially since
It's a mess
I'm a
up.
Wait,
catfolk, and he might just say, "Oh, I'm just keeping the dagger now."
I was gonna ask, me or the traitor?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Same thing. Well, what else do we have? That's worth enough.
I have very little. I have a few coins to my name, but I'm afraid that's about it.
Okay, we can leave the dagger with him as collateral, or whatever he wants to call it. Insurance.
It's very
In sewer.
clear that we want it back when we bring the horses back.
He just kind of offhandedly goes, of course, you'll get your dagger back. You just bring my horses back.
His accent changed very
Mm.
quickly.
The horse is quite
I-
dear to us.
I couldn't remember what accent he had.
I mean, is there any noticeable reaction when he sees the dagger?
Not that you can, not that you.
Like says
Well,
motive
roll
him.
me a roll me a sense motive, yeah.
Oh boy.
He definitely
Let's
seems
get both.
to.
I'm not even paying attention to this conversation, just looking away.
You're literally just like, what if the dagger's with it? I could tell it. Like you're just thinking about that, looking away, looking at the horses, petting them, feeling like a plant.
Oh, whoops, that was the
Okay.
wrong button.
Yeah, okay. Just wondering.
Yeah, that's the right button.
You guys definitely felt like he was hiding some emotion when you pulled out the dagger, but he quickly conceals it behind a mask of apathy.
Everybody in this town wants this dagger, and it makes me a little suspicious. What do they know about this dagger that we don't?
Could we roll knowledge nobility?
Yes, you could. You've definitely heard of houses, of royal houses.
You've heard of houses. You might have lived in one in your life.
You've heard of houses.
I have
heard
a
of
vague
You know what a
recollection of
house
these
is.
things that they call.
I've been in a house or two in my day. So yeah, you've definitely heard of royal or noble houses having like these intricate like weaponry that like are supposed to be these status symbols, but you've never really heard that they're supposed to be that much more than that. So you don't really get what all the fuss is about.
If only Aaron was here to offer us his wisdom and guidance.
He's currently just petting the horses, being a mute today.
Yes, he's being a mute. He can roll knowledge ability. I'm not a monster. Does he have that?
Can he roll sense motive?
Oh,
No, he
that's
cannot.
going too far.
Oh no.
He can roll knowledge.
Worth a shot.
Does he? His nobility is not that high, but he can still do it. Wait, for knowledge checks, don't you have to be trained, or don't you have to have a rank?
Yeah, you need to have a rank in
You have to
knowledge.
be trained.
He has no ranks in knowledge and ability, so he can't make a roll.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
So there's was just like a penalty to if you're not trained, but you can still roll knowledge.
No, it requires
n-
training.
Not for knowledge. Yeah.
Untrained, you can't get higher than a 10, is the rule I've been rolling with in other groups. Which is just enough to get you very basic information on commonly known things.
So we got the horses. Do we need
Oh, yeah.
anything before we go?
You guys did leave the dagger.
Yeah.
With the dude.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you guys want to do anything else?
Other than restocking my supply of
Drugs.
I've already got restocked my drugs.
Do we need feed for the horses?
Food for me.
I mean, if
My
we're renting the
followers.
horses,
Yeah.
they should provide the feed for the days.
Yeah, they provide the feed.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we're
also-
renting them for 2 days.
It should be.
Just
There's also the matter of that he makes mention of that if the horses are like hurt or damaged, like you'll have to pay damages on that.
Or you can just heal them.
That's yes.
We do have a cleric with channel, so...
he doesn't know what we can do, so
Oh, yeah, true.
Exactly. I was just.
smooth transition.
Yeah.
Here we come.
How we want? Oh no, we could. Yeah, off to the keep if we don't need to buy anything else.
Off to keep. I just wanted to find music before we headed off.
Just
Really
keep going.
quiet music.
Yeah.
When do we pay for the horses? Did it already happen?
I assumed you already had.
If it's 2 days, that's 15 gold, is it?
Yes. In 30 gold because you have 2 horses.
I wanted to get one under his nose.
Yeah, no.
Well, I have no gold, so
I think I'm gonna
Again.
take 30 out of Rain because you know.
yeah, he's not paid for anything so far. Come on, Ray.
Yeah,
Got that.
exactly. So yeah, he cuts up 30 gold pieces for the horse rental. Boop boop boo. Okay, so yeah, you guys gallop off like the sound effect suggests. And so as he described this keep, how are you approaching it? It is at the base of a plateau, so you could either approach it from where the plateau is, and you would have like a high ground advantage, or you could just go in the front, however you want to do it.
Probably a high ground advantage and try to avoid being seen.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Okay, so after about, I don't know how fast horses travel, but I assume
It says in the top left for the thing I gave you.
You give me a thing?
Yeah, the ruler and distance.
Oh yeah. I'm on other maps because I'm doing other stuff. But
Normal walking is 24 miles, whereas horses are 40 miles a day.
yeah, okay, so it's considerably faster.
Yep.
So you would definitely be able to get there.
It's
before they
2/3
finish.
faster.
Horses.
Yeah, it's 2/3 faster, so you guys would be able to get there just before nightfall. So it's about. Well, you left at like let's say 1 p.m. Ride for say 8 hours, so it would be at about what 9 p.m. that you arrive. Approximately, yeah. So nightfall.
Oh
is
boy.
Beginning.
More nighttime killing.
What do you think? They all have torches. All have continual light torches. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I could sell those for a lot.
110 GP. So, oh yeah, let me switch over to this map. Okay, so you arrive at night. Okay, 1 second. I need to change this map a little bit.
He's just gonna add torches everywhere now it's nighttime.
Yeah, okay.
And
I mean, it's
Scarlet,
cheap,
you got
but
water now, don't you?
yeah, create water. I do.
Turn off all those torches.
Continual light, cast in the entire castle.
So what you're saying is, we take our brick and we have a continual light brick, and we can sell that brick for a lot of money.
Like 500 gold, but yeah.
Okay,
Of course, the
I mean,
reagent to make it permanent is also going to be, not cheap.
Basically, anywhere you're trying to go against us is just going to give us more money.
I'm not against that.
What, against giving us more money? Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'll have a double helping of these cords, give me 16 additional strength.
Wow. Second summer has arrived in San Diego.
You might want to take a small 5-minute break. I'm gonna be a
Alright,
few minutes.
actually, I'll be right back.
Likewise.
Fucking horse galloping. So I just popped a token into the map. Can anyone see his name tag?
Nope.
Okay, good. Just double checking. Okay. I don't think Cosmo's back. Okay.
And we only ever see their name if you have the show nameplate and show name in both the first page and the second.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to be 100%. There's a lot of things that should that I know how they function in like dynamic lighting, but I'm always continually paranoid that I'm messing it up.
Would we be able to recognize any of the people from the bulletin board at all if we see them?
None of the people that you, at least most of them are just. Well, do you have like, what was it? What is it? Knowledge Underworld?
That isn't a thing. It'd be knowledge local most likely for that.
Was that 3.5?
Stuff like Underworld, that's more like very specified things. So if you have like a trait that says you'll have knowledge about the Underworld, so you get bonuses for bandits and stuff, or it's like Starfinder.
I googled it and it looks like it's from Dragon Age. Okay, yeah, it would be knowledge local, I suppose. As you look up over the bulletin board, there are lots of people with faces who you don't recognize, and a lot of people whose picture is just nightmarish, just somebody who you'd really not want to see. But there's one face you can't quite put your finger on it until you roll that knowledge local. Yeah, so you know one of them who is whose name is Scarface Ted, as he's known in the underworld. A known serial murderer and thief. He haunts the roads leading in and out of Black Hollow, as far as you know. Steve has returned. Okay. Okie doke. But I'm going to assume that Steve still has his headphones and is aware of things that are happening. So you guys ride throughout the day, eventually arriving at the plateau described to you by the slaver, the unnamed slaver. And you eventually arrive, and as you look over the plateau, I think I need stealth checks from whoever is looking over.
It'll be me.
I'll probably creep up and help you with that. I will leave my backpack with the safety of the horses.
Yeah, okay.
Are you still dressed as the gnome?
No, I would have taken it off after we left town. We have like traces of face paint because that's a bitch to get off.
Okay, so as you peek over the edge of the plateau, this is what you see. I'm going to double check that. I'm so paranoid about dynamic lighting. I just have to double check it. Okay. Okay. This is what you see. At the edge of this small plateau, some 150 feet down, you see the beginnings of a fairly large, if ruinous, castle. A tower at the wall of the plateau overlooks the eastern...
Are we meant to be seeing something?
Yes,
Can't see anything.
I see blackness.
Well, damn it.
Don't darkness.
Oh, your tokens aren't on the thing.
That'll be why.
One moment.
I see darkness and hear galloping.
My old friend.
I'm going to turn off the galloping now.
Good, we don't want them to alert that we're here.
if I had tense music, this is where I'd put it, but I don't, so you're gonna hear this Final Fantasy stuff.
Just need some Metal Gear Solid music.
Even more copyright claims.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Metal Gear Solid music's normally fine. As long as it's not the sung ones.
Okay, this is what you see.
There you go.
At the edge of this small plateau, some 150 feet down, you see the beginnings of a fairly large, if ruinous, castle. A tower at the wall of the plateau overlooks the eastern side of the castle, whilst battlements overlook the west. To the south lie the gates of the castle, with a watchtower flanking each side of the gates. Guards walk to and fro along the battlements, with a guard permanently stationed atop each of the towers, with an additional 2 guards atop the gates and flanking the entrance. In addition, a section of the castle has sustained some damages, with a pair of planks placed over it as a makeshift walkway. Another pair of guards is permanently stationed by that section.
I take it they all have torches.
They all have torches. That's why you are seeing anything at all. Near the western section of the wall stand a multitude of cages stacked end to end, with throngs of people lying, sitting, or standing in them in various states of emaciation. And as you are looking over this castle, you can make me a perception check.
That's a lot of people.
There you go.
Noskali sees nothing.
You got some face paint in your eyes.
Yeah, I still got that going on. Scrubbing my face.
Oh yeah, this is still the day guard shift. Okay, I need to change that. You take note that some guards are wearing better armor than others. While most wear studded leather, about 6 wear scale mail, those being the guards stationed atop the towers and gates, and 2 wear breastplates. And that is what you see now, Genbaki.
Genboki shall reply all this to the party. Where is... Oh, there's Eric. Well,
Steve
it's not...
can't see anything.
Open your eyes, there's some torches. Plenty of guards. Some of them are better armored than others.
Of course, they are bandits. They are hardly uniform.
Oh, some of them are leaving. Probably gonna go to sleep.
They bailed.
Well, it is nighttime.
There's about 10 of them. Oh, no, there's less than 10. There's 10 again.
I made this with day in mind, by the way.
Yeah, there's about 10 of them. Each of them have a torch. It's gonna be a bit difficult. I take it this is a high up wall.
Yeah, it's about it would be about 25 feet with the battlements.
Very well. What is the plan going to be?
Well, they're not sleeping, so I can't kill them if they're asleep.
I'm sure some of them are sleeping now. Could thin ranks, perhaps.
Gonna be a bit difficult. It's not exactly a good way to enter. There's a broken side, but they got a person stationed there, along with someone on top of a tower. I would suggest bluffing, but let me check my character sheet. Is anyone good at bluffing? Because I have 2.
Nope.
Lol. Is my bluff.
Aaron has 5.
I actually have a positive bluff. That's surprising to me.
He has a
I have
+3
modifier.
charisma.
Because one of my ideas was to have, like, one of us take us in as slaves to sell. Then we can get in closer. With our bluffs, I don't think that's going to last too long. And it seems they have a lot of their captives outside.
Oh, can we see the boy in the outside with the captives outside?
Make me a perception check.
Who are looking over the thing there?
You're not entirely sure. You're able to make out a few individuals who are of the age that the boy is, but you can't really be certain. But there are definitely a few 14-year-old boys there.
Also, we did only get a vague drunken description of him.
Are these
Yeah.
chairs?
Yes, those are chairs.
They must need a campfire nearby.
Damn it.
I mean, there is also a stage in front of them.
I could possibly very easily climb these walls. It's a case of they might. Because I can't. Actually, I need to check if I can actually coup de grace someone if they don't know I'm there. Because I think there is a similar rule.
I will also, I didn't really have time to do it because I didn't, I just messed up. But you guys aren't currently where you are right now. You're atop, a plateau. So you would have to,
Yeah, you did say.
get down.
I can easily get down.
I mean, yeah, you have climb speed.
I have a climb speed and a very high climb check.
Isn't it? I don't know how it works, but if you have a climb speed, don't you just automatically succeed unless it's, slippery?
Yeah, I pretty much
Yeah,
succeed
so-
anything I climb.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I can't coup de grace like this. I think I have to do feats for what I was thinking. But I can still get in and sneak attack them. As long as they're not looking at one another, which, from the look of the battlements, they might not all be looking at each other.
No, most of them are facing outwards, looking towards the wilderness. And they patrol. The people on the towers aren't always doing that. They'll walk around and turn and look into the fort. But I didn't have time to make an API to do that.
Their lack of attentiveness shall be their undoing.
They're a bit attentive. They got a lot of their cardinal directions covered. You know, north, south, east, and east.
Ah, yes, east and east. The
East
best
and
East
cover
and the
east.
other east.
It doesn't look like their west side is covered too much. There's only really one person on that wall over there. Might just be out of our sight, though.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Looks like the staples are there.
Oh, yeah. 2 horses. I take it that we can't see anything else over here.
No, you can only see. What the? I was going.
Because there we can see this guy. Up to here from his light.
Yeah, you can see. I feel like you should be able to see more, but
Also, do
you
their
can
do their
see-
torches not have dim lighting?
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I think I messed it up somehow, but
It's you should do 40 in the first number and 20 in the second number.
yeah, I did the exact opposite.
Oh.
So I just did 20 and 40. I don't really know if I can be bothered to change it back at this point. Yes. But
I'd also be able to see their lights a lot further than what I can because I have low light.
Yeah, okay, so you would be able to see upwards of
I should be like 80 and 40 for me.
Okay.
You can
Then I
change
will-
that on my token.
I can.
Yeah, if you go to my light settings, there's a multiplier. Just put in the multiplier 2. And then for my dark vision, just set my dark vision to 30. In that way, it doubles my dark vision to 60, which it should be. Then any light I see is doubled.
Did it do the thing?
Yep, I can see a lot more now.
Yes. Yeah, so you notice this big stage here and more chairs. And you also notice these tables.
Yeah, stables look like a better way to approach. There's also some text there I can just barely see.
Yeah.
Maybe if we could sneak up or someone could sneak up the stables, maybe free the horses and go havoc that way. If we want a distraction.
Who's good at would we need a handle animal check to make them run? Or would we just slap them on the ass and they'd run?
I feel like you would need like good boy.
Maybe
I'm
like
gonna stop
handle animal to not get trampled yourself.
I feel like we should be able to just slap him on the ass and...
Yeah. Handle animal is more like if you wanted to keep stampeding horses calm. You don't really need to handle animals if you want them to, stampede.
Stampede, yeah.
Yeah, it would just be like
Slapping
throw down
their
a horse
faces,
and
they-
slap their butt.
Handle animal check.
Yeah. At least that's how I think of it.
Do you want to approach from the west side then, since there's only one person there and the stables seem to be unguarded?
So if we send in the smallest and stealthiest of us, who also has a respectable carry capacity.
Yeah, if me and can Nescali climb at all?
Don't think.
Okay, if you don't have a good enough climb,
no.
how long is your rope?
Hang on a second.
If it's the base, it's just 50, unless you bought extra.
Probably just
Yeah.
the 50 because it came with
Yeah.
because I
Then,
Bought, like,
then
the
it's just a
cleric kit.
50-foot
Oh,
section
okay,
of rope.
yeah. So yeah, just be 50. Since the battlements are only 25 up, I could climb, attach a rope to the battlements, and throw the rope down for you.
That could work.
yeah. Though my climb as a skill is also kind of rubbish. But
Yeah,
okay.
but rope helps you a lot.
Yeah.
I think rope just on itself gives you like a plus 10, I want to say?
I think rope is just like a DC 5 or something.
A rope, a slope too steep to walk, or a knotted rope with a wall to brace against is DC 0.
Okay. I mean, I do have a -1.
It's either 0
my
or
God.
5, so...
There is still a chance I might fail, but okay. It makes it easier.
Yeah, but if there wasn't a rope, what would this count as? Yeah, it's probably be closer to like 15 if without rope. But I don't care because I have climb speed. So yeah, I can climb up with your rope, attach the rope to the battlements, and then you can use that to come up. Because I don't know if I'll be able to kill them with a sneak attack. Because I don't see hit die or health. I just see a person.
What?
What is happening?
Everybody not see hit dice for help.
Not for the enemies, no.
Yeah, not for the enemies. Like, I can't say, oh, my sneak attack would kill this guy because he only has 6 health. Like, I don't know how much health he has.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
supposed to know that, so yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we're really not supposed to know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We can make an educated
Yeah.
guess, but
So it would be good if I had Nescali up there to kill them if I cannot. What cantrips do you have?
Cantrips for the day. Also, well, create water.
that's
That's the most important thing. Come on. My character. Thank you. I have stabilize, and I have virtue, which gives 1 temporary hit point. for a minute.
Just long enough for some enhanced interrogation tactics.
And what about your first levels?
First levels, I have. Well, I prepped the ant hall, but I can swap that to Cure Light Wounds. I have another Cure Light Wounds, and I have Bless.
Alright, well, you're probably never going
Well,
to need
don't-
ant hall now I have these shoulders things.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
it's just-
also,
but I can swap that as a like a
spontaneously turn spell slots into Cure Light Wounds,
yeah.
so you
I
don't
can do
actually
that.
need to memorize it.
But
so you can use other
it comes
utility
from
domains.
my
Yeah, it
domain
comes from
stuff,
domains.
and my other domain spell is protection from evil.
You also
which
need
doesn't
to
sound as useful right now, so I just have Cure Light Wounds spread as a domain.
Yeah, that might
Because it's-
be protection from.
Because I can't swap domain spells spontaneously.
you need to heal yourself, Steve, because you haven't changed your health.
Oh, oops. Back to full. Forgot that it's not actually linked to my character sheet.
Oh, Goose didn't do his job properly.
Oh no, is my wall messed up?
What? No. Steve's HP is not linked to his character sheet, apparently.
Oh, that's me being bad.
Also, for some reason, swap my AC at some point. Does the AC have to be a bar?
That's why I asked.
Doesn't have to.
I'd like it not to be.
Yeah,
I
it
can
makes
change
more
it.
sense if it's not a bar.
Yeah, the reason Steve. Okay, Steve apparently has 11 HP. The reason his HP wasn't linked was because when I was using Google Chrome, it would lag and freeze, and it just got lost in the haze.
What are you using now?
Firefox, because it doesn't lag when there are a lot of tokens.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to swap to Firefox at one point, but I'm back to using Chrome again. Now it doesn't lag anymore for me, and I have no idea what happened. But at least it works.
Does Nascali have a ranged weapon, or is he purely melee?
I shot with my crossbow. Crossbow. I have a light crossbow. I do have a crossbow.
The crossbow,
Yeah, no
okay.
crossbow.
So you might want to have that ready, because if
Yep.
I'm attacking... you might want to shoot at the same time I attack or something.
Yeah, I would start with the crossbow.
Okay. The crossbow.
Bow.
The crossbow. I need some blunt bolts to make the crush. Okay, I'm done.
We good with this plan then? Move on the west side?
Yeah.
Steve can work with that.
Alright, we'll make our way over to the west side, but giving the keep a wide berth and being stealthy.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have to give it a pretty wide berth to descend down this plateau. It's maybe about, I think, maybe like 10 minutes it takes for you guys to descend from the plateau down to even ground with the keep or castle keep. So yeah, you guys are about maybe 200.
With 200 what? You stopped talking. I assume
I'm
just
just moving you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're about 200 feet,
There's someone without a torch.
maybe a bit more.
I do not have a torch lit. Correct.
No, I'm saying there's a guy on the battlements who doesn't have a torch.
Ooh.
No, he has a torch.
He doesn't have light. He's moving away. Yeah, he doesn't have any light on him.
He should. He,
Yeah, that's
He
why we came here,
has-
because he doesn't have any light.
oh. Okay. He forgot his torch.
Alright, makes it easier.
Poor guy. Yeah, poor guy. Gonna get murdered.
Oh,
Well,
I'm really
forget you
tempted to do
torch
the Assassin's Creed thing where I just pull him off the ledge now.
I was thinking about that when you were talking about the thing before, where you were like, "What if I just go over there?" I was like, "Is he gonna Assassin's Creed these guys?"
Well, now he's against the wall. I want to do it. I don't know
Can
what
you
Like,
I don't know what check that would be.
you see, when like he's walking like back and forth, and like you see that there's a lit and drop torch over here.
But it's still be lit. But it's
So,
just
so
gonna
he,
go off.
but he's still patrolling this area, but he just doesn't have his torch, and like he's doing his best to stay out of sight of the guard over here.
It's like pretending everything's fine when he's in pure blackness and can't see anything. 'Cause he's too scared. Like, hey, I dropped my torch. Can I have a new one? Like we all
Pretty
know,
much.
we all know that guy who's like first day trainee who's just kind of messes up, but too scared to admit it. Poor dude, he's gonna die.
So, what check would it be to pull him off from the edge?
I think it would be difficult.
He's not suspecting it.
No, he isn't suspecting it, but it's still a hefty maneuver. Like, it would have to be either like an acrobatics or like athletics thing, plus the coup de grace.
Well, I can't coup de grace because he's not helpless.
Oh, plus the sneak attack thing. So it would have to be like I think it would be an athletics thing. It would be
But
like
There is no athletics. There's only acrobatics.
oh my god, I don't know anything. It was the thing in Starfinder, right? I'm not crazy.
Oh,
was
I'm
a-
sure.
Yeah, it was in Starfinder.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah,
this,
it
there's
was.
just
Okay.
acrobatics.
But what are feats of strength in this? Just like climb and swim. Oh, it's just climb and swim. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
It would probably be just a strength check.
Yeah.
A
I think it
strength?
would have to be
My 0 strength?
Your 0 strength. Strength is yeah, it's a difficult word.
Since you're
Strong.
I think I'd have to give it to you that you'd be able to use a strength bonus as if you had the strength of your carrying capacity, because the only thing that the strength check is doing is allowing you to lift the guy off. So you'd get like a +3 or whatever.
Cue Wilhelm scream.
Do you be able to use the rope to help with that?
Just tie the rope around his neck and throw him off.
Just lasso him and pull.
Suicide time.
Sounds sensible to me.
Now we need to use rope skill. That's nothing Pathfinder.
Yeah, do you have a skill?
I mean, I have used magic device. Actually, I don't because I have a rank in it. I'm still thinking it might be just too difficult to throw him off the edge. It might be best just to climb up.
I messed up my guards a little bit, so you're gonna see some people being swapped around.
Oh no, we have seen behind the screen.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
It was a dog this whole time.
It was a dog the entire time, yeah.
Because it is the internet, and nobody knows you're a dog on the internet.
Meow.
Or a cat. Well, I mean, cats on the internet are pretty much expected at this point.
Yep. Have you seen me play the piano?
No, I don't think I have.
That link broke me, apparently. Why is it not opening it? Oh, it is opening it.
Mandatory meme break.
So I shall take Nascali's rope, which I can easily now carry, and ascend! Night vision.
Okay. I don't think you have to. He's in total darkness. This poor fool. No, you don't have to make this up.
Steve, hang us back.
My spike gauntlets
if it's
just
his,
dig into the wall.
See here. Oh, you're just sticking the rope to the wall?
No, I'm using my spike gauntlets just to climb because it looks cooler.
Yeah. And you automatically.
I just succeed.
Climbing. Yeah. Okay. So what do you do once you're atop the battlements? He's walking in this direction. And like you've been atop the plateau for a while, and you know that he goes to about here, and then he continues on back here.
Would he be able to see the rope if I attach it?
It would be a perception check.
Oh yeah, it would definitely be a perception check, yeah. But he would be he might be able to, yeah.
Wait, where did my token go?
You're in the top left.
Oh,
Okay, I'll wait until this guy goes back over to here before climbing up. Totally, I'll just dangle.
Okay.
And then I'll get up.
Yeah, so he makes pit stops here and here until walking to there. So he is walking, he has his back turned to you, and he's going in this direction.
I shall attach the rope to the battlements and toss it over the side.
Okay.
Yeah, once I see Kenpoki going up there, I go to the wall and start climbing the rope.
Okay.
I'll have my silver cookery out, ready to
want
attack.
my climb?
Yeah, you probably need to make some climb checks.
Okay. Yeah, that's not terrible.
Could be worse.
See what your
Be a lot worse.
speed is when climbing.
I think speed is
It's
half
one
when climbing
quarter.
unless you have climb speed. Oh, 1/4.
It is one
Unless you have
quarter
climb
your speed unless you take a -5 to go half speed.
I'm probably just gonna try to climb as safely as I can because I'm not a very good climber.
Yeah, that's fine.
So my base speed is 30.
I don't even know if you'll even.
So climb speed of 7 feet per round.
And
It's
we
3 rounds
we
to
we
go
round
up the
down,
wall.
so it'd be 5.
Climb very slow.
You've got time, depending on how slow this guy's moving.
Moves,
Yeah.
let's see.
I'm also trying to be quiet so that kind of makes
Yeah.
sense.
You're trying to keep your sound to a minimum.
Yep.
Do make me a stealth check as you are ascending this rope.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh my.
Clink, clink, clank, clink, 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 clank. He dropped his hearing aid as well as his
He
torch.
dropped his hearing aids. You clank against the walls, and he's just oblivious to it all. He's just like la la.
He's got one of those little ear trumpets.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he's just singing. He's humming a melody to himself.
I guess
Doesn't
yes.
notice.
So, somewhere else in the keep, they're asking him why they put old can't hear on the wall.
Yeah, old blind deaf Johnny. Why he's on guard duty.
Like I just kind of cringe at the own noise I'm making. They look up to see Kenpoki cringe, and they look up at the guard, and then just kind of face palm. I kind of think, okay, that's okay to keep going, I guess.
He's like the runt of the litter, basically.
You know, if you killed this guard, it might actually be doing him a favor.
That's so mean.
But so
Yeah.
true.
I mean, yeah, it's still so mean. Don't bully the poor bandit intern.
He's not paid enough to carry a torch.
Because he
Oh,
dropped his torch.
Yeah, well, he's not long for this bandit internship, anyways. With a stuff like that.
It's like his third torch this week, and that's why he can't go ask for a new one.
They said they'd fire me if I dropped another torch. You just see a pile of torches in that exact spot.
They're more like
Jeez,
sticks
they're
now.
torches.
Yeah, he's
It's
just, I
just
need this job. Just a pile of ash.
Go on, Scully. Keep climbing.
I keep climbing. 5 feet for every 6 seconds. Or 10 if I can double move.
I don't know if you can double move. Let's have a look, see.
Unless climbing is a standard action and I just have to hang in there to keep my move.
Climbing is part of movement, so it's generally part of a move action. I'd
So
say
you
you could
can
double
move.
move.
Yeah, you could double move,
Yeah.
definitely. So you could move,
Yeah, I would
what,
do that then.
10 feet in around
Yeah,
6
10.
seconds. So yeah. Like he goes here and looks there and goes back. And like as he is like about here, walking back to this spot, you have just barely made it up the battlements. And he would have seen you had he had his torch.
But he doesn't, so he looks blissfully unaware.
Yes, basically.
Okay. So I climb up and kind of hang back with my crossbow at the ready.
Yeah, and as you
And
get
can both
closer,
hit you.
both
Yeah.
attack.
Inches closer, you guys ready?
I mean,
your
if you're gonna
actions.
just attack melee, then I'm just gonna have my melee weapon out, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
if we can do it this way, sure.
He turns the corner
let
and
you do
bumps,
it first.
Cookie to the face.
bumps into you, and let's see those attacks. That is not a great attack, but he is, what is he, flat-footed?
Flat-footed, and I think he's -2. Because he has no idea we're here.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a
Oh, wow.
red. Holy shit. Oh my god, and it confirms. Also, wait, where's the critical hit deck? Oh boy.
Yeah, he is flat-footed,
It is a
and
flat 20.
we have +2 to our attacks.
Oh my god. Okay,
He
so
is flat-footed.
Max
Super
damage.
low.
Just 5, so that's going to be 13 damage. Okay. Wow. Jesus. Okay, and then I would have you roll for the critical hit deck, but that's really going to be pointless as you guys turn this guy into mincemeat. And he just gets slaughtered immediately. You just kukri to the throat, and you just mace him straight to the face, and he just gets crushed like
Well, I maced him
watermelon.
straight to the knee.
It was straight to the
Because
knee.
I'm
Just,
short.
it just shatters, and he falls to the knee. And as he does, you kukri him in the back of the neck, and he just dies. 1 second. I need to.
It's gonna be wild at how well it worked.
I have no idea why it did the crit reroll in there.
Do make me some stealth checks as you murder this guy.
How silently do we murder people?
Basically.
Nope. Not very quiet.
I think his perception is -1 for every 10 feet.
Yeah, it's -1 for every 10 feet, and then the conditions aren't good, so he gets a penalty for that. So battle, so the DC is, yeah. So and your stealth check was essentially just to augment the DC, and they just, it's going to be real difficult for them to hear. Yeah, they don't hear as you slaughter this guy. So he just plots
Thank
onto
God
the
for
ground.
goblin stealthiness.
Is it safe for me to come up?
Not yet.
So this person continues making their round, and they go there, and then they wait a while, maybe like 12 seconds, and then they start walking back the opposite direction. What do you guys do?
This guy's like full on dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's dying, but like you can kill him. But yeah, he's technically dying. He's in the minus though.
I'll make sure he doesn't get back up and just slit his throat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll wave up Steve.
Okay.
Steve ascends the rope.
So yeah, it would be impossible for this person to hear you ascend the rope. So you are fine there. So you just ascend the rope, no issues there, and you are now in. Well, Steve doesn't actually see anything. Steve is just completely blind at this point. So he's just standing up.
Aaron can see us, so probably be like
Steve is
giving
pretty
us-
sure he's going to
like
the
giving-
right place there.
giving Steve directions. Okay, now you walk straight ahead. No, a little to right, a little to left.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's the rope. There you go. Oh, just climb.
But yeah, Steve's in complete darkness.
See
Ooh,
what
are you-
see what Butterfingers has on him.
Old
Steve,
blind
does he have
Johnny
dark shades?
Butterfingers. Steve has nothing. Is Steve in? Is your thing just in complete darkness still?
Yes.
Do you not see the pockets of guards?
I see the pockets of guards in the distance, but I do not see anything else.
Okay.
in this
Yep,
darkness.
that's how that's supposed to be.
This is
Old
what
Johnny
happens when
vision.
you have no dark vision or low light vision or anything else vision.
You got normal vision.
I do. Perhaps I should count my blessings.
Yeah, you're not blind.
Could be worse.
Butterfingers has studded leather, a buckler, a ranseur, a longsword, and a longbow, and like a pouch with 26 gold silver pieces.
Why would it give us numbers that don't go into 4?
Because I'm a monster.
You are.
28 silver pieces.
And can you copy and paste that stuff in the chat so I can just put it in my inventory?
Sure. You just undress this guy and throw it all into your backpack.
Yeah, and then I throw him over the castle walls.
Fair enough. He lands
Into
in
the,
a pile of ash and torches.
Yeah, into the pile of torches. Just so, in case anyone comes over here, they don't see him.
Okay. So what do you
See,
guys
if we
want to
had a
do
bag
now?
of holding, we could have just put him in the bag of holding. Just saying.
I mean, you guys are the only one we can't afford a bag of holding.
So what do you
Details.
guys want to do now? You're
What is
pretty
this?
certain. This is a door. Is what that is going to be.
I have no idea what you see.
I see a
But
door.
yes.
I
The
see
door-
darkness.
The door was. Yeah, you would have noticed, but the door is where most of the guards come in and out.
I shall tell the guys that I'm going to go check through the door, see if I can see more people. Does it
Okay,
have
so-
a keyhole?
Yes, but if you try the door, it's not locked.
I want to look through the keyhole first.
I mean, yep, you find the keyhole.
What's on the other side of the keyhole?
Ah,
I'm looking through the keyhole into the room.
gotcha. The keyhole's view is quite limited, but you do feel like you see the feet of some rows of beds. But that is the only thing that you can glean from within the limited view of the keyhole.
Does it look like there's any lights on in there?
No, it is black and white, and thus completely dark visioned.
Yep, I'm glad you stated it was black and white.
Yeah.
I shall stealthily open the door.
So as you enter into the room,
I never said I was
I'm
entering.
going to- Oh well, as you creep open the door, you notice that that this is just a guard barracks where most of the guards are asleep.
I don't see into the room.
No, I know. You don't.
Is it all one line?
Yes, it's a single line.
Okay.
And then there are some passageways to other places. But it's essentially just one long, 20 feet wide, 25 feet wide.
I was asking about the dynamic lighting. If the dynamic lighting was just a whole line and not separated lines, so you could just delete the doors.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's a whole line,
Okay.
and also other reasons.
Okay. I'll point into the room over to the sky and just like put my hands to my head as if I'm sleeping, just to show this is like the sleeping room.
Yeah, there are all
Yeah.
the.
I kind of like put on my fingers to like 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to like ask like how many are there?
and
How
it
many
looks
do I
like
see, Doc?
There looks like there are about maybe 10 beds, and then there is you see about 10 rows of beds, and then you see that there is on the other side of the room. The room is about 60, maybe like 70 feet long, and on the other side of the room, to the southern side, there is a passageway leading somewhere else. That may be something.
So there's 10 rows of beds, but do I know how many people are actually in them?
Yeah, the most of them are filled. There are about maybe 8 people out of the 10 beds.
I'll put up 8 fingers to the sky.
Okay. I'll kind of whisper this info to Steve to let him know what's happening.
Steve hears you, but Steve is still not very stealthy.
There's no one on guard here, they're just sleeping.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's. Feels like maybe a certain somebody was supposed to. Okay.
Make sure they don't die in their sleep. Oh, oops.
Maybe he was birthing his job and he just forgot. He was guarding the door after all. Kinda.
If you call that guarding.
If he hadn't dropped his torch again.
Poor old Butterfingers, we hardly knew ye.
He was the best guard and the worst guard.
I guess I'll make the slit throat symbol over to Dascali to show that I'm going to go kill them. Because I can't really have you guys approach, especially if Steve's not a good stealther.
Yeah, Steve
I
is
mean,
like
I could try to
super
stay
not
closer,
good
but I don't know if
stealth.
I really want to.
I mean, do you want to get up
Just
close and
kinda-
personal for this?
No, I don't want to. Yeah, you see like a small shudder. It's not gonna usually like flinches at the, but just kind of thumb up. You do you, I guess.
I shall enter the room.
Like, it's a very familiar scene to you, I'd imagine. If we've been traveling together.
Time to kill me some bandits. Goose?
Sorry, I was talking and it wasn't.
Oh.
God damn it. So yeah, okay, you enter into the room.
While we're waiting, I'll swap my Aspergillum to my crossbow.
And approach, what, just the nearest bed?
Yep. Killing time. Just like put a hand over the mouth and just slash into their throat every time.
Okay.
Can I just like start choking them out?
That might alert them.
Yeah, that might not be good.
Or
You
just
go to the face.
cover their faces with my enormous hands?
So do you do that? Do you run up there and just start choking guys out?
No, I'm just gonna.
I mean, they do get a -10
See
to their
a bunch.
perception for sleeping.
Yes, they do.
But they're probably gonna notice somebody trying to kill them.
They might also.
That's likely.
notice that
They
there's-
might.
They might also start to notice a lack of light on this battlement. It had been
Oh.
about 20 minutes since that guy dropped his light, but if it goes on for more than maybe you don't know, but they might take note of it in some amount of time.
I mean, they didn't like seem to
So-
notice for the whole time we went around.
I'm gonna put on the guy's cloak or whatever he had. That's not the full armor, but
You mean you? Oh, well, I have his stuff. Do you want to carry his stuff?
sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry his stuff, and I'm gonna make myself look kind of like him from a distance, and stand on the battlements with a lit torch.
I'm pretty sure you don't look like him.
Yeah.
But from a distance, I look more like him than you do.
Can
That
the
is
Scully
also
disguise him a bit?
You sure you can make a disguise check to try and disguise that guy?
I mean, I'll use my disguise kit if that's fair, because it's made for a small creature.
But I think it takes like a good amount of time. 1 sec.
Maybe.
Just powdering his nose, even though they don't really see that at that distance.
You do have my torches, so
See, creating a disguise requires 1d3 times 10 minutes of work. So it takes a bit of time to do.
yeah.
Might not be worth it. I mean, if he's just like a silhouette with the torch and he looks human, should be fine.
Did
Yeah, but does he
the
look
guy have a
human?
helmet?
I look completely normal.
Did the armor have a helmet?
No, he didn't. It was just a.
Hmm.
it was
Did he
just
have a hood?
Hood?
I mean,
Hood on his
he-
cloak or something?
There might be a hood for like. Yeah, there would be a hood for like rainy days. I mean,
So yeah, you can just hood it up and see the
Draw the hood. So I my contribution shall be
Patrolling.
pulling drawing away attention. Yes.
okay.
Maintain your cover.
and like Erin and Naskle would be like in this stretch here, just gonna cover behind this, like this wall.
Yeah,
Do not be spotted.
the battlement is higher than you are, so you
Yeah,
would not be spotted.
Maybe even
And I
like a
guess-
little towards the door, so if Steve walks like the same stretch, so like when he comes from here, our shadows won't poke out, just to make
Yeah, fair
sure.
enough.
Just to make sure.
Can I get to
and
kill him?
Aaron- yeah, go ahead.
You're feeling
That's
very
the
murderous
highlight
today.
of,
It's what I do.
the-
Fair enough.
With 0 damage.
Well, 8 in total.
8 damage. So yeah, you manage to just slit his throat and kill him effortlessly. That's flat. So yeah, his red essence seeps.
Bandits to the right of me. Dead guys to my left.
Now I just want to put that song into
Stuck
the
in the middle
music
with
queue.
you.
So that's going to be that. Oh, that was the 2d. So that's the total damage of 6.
Yes.
God, he does not die from that.
Fortitude. Die. Please.
So, fortitude save. And what's the DC?
Don't
It's
you get
10 plus damage.
10 plus the damage, so 18.
Yeah. No, 16.
Yeah, 16.
I
Don't
thought
you get the
he
crit
did a
because of
sneak
the
attack.
I did. I rolled it in there.
Oh, okay.
He just barely misses his fortitude
Right.
save and succumbs to the massive amounts of pain and damage and dies.
I don't know. Is it really pain if you die instantly?
Uh,
I think to myself as I move to the next one.
There should probably be a
Go
light
ahead.
thing on Steve instantly.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's another 6. So, please don't roll high.
This guy has very good fortitude.
That's kind of gonna.
But not
Ah,
good enough.
Not good enough.
yeah, he was wearing the better armor.
Not
At least
that
his
actually
token
you-
is.
Actually, yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference from. I should probably just swap those tokens
I
around.
mean, is he really sleeping in
would be
his
a hit.
armor?
They shouldn't be unless they have fortitude. Well, not fortitude. The feat. I forget.
But he is dead. Pay no attention to their tokens.
I wasn't. I'm just going like up and down, up and down.
Well, yeah. But yeah, he just barely dies.
I'm rolling so bad for damage. My sneak attack keeps being 1. Where are these crits coming from? I think my crit rolls is
Okay.
broken somewhere.
So it's going to be 15. Oh, are you always critting on the crit reroll?
Well, the crit reroll shouldn't even be rolling. I don't know why it is.
Okay, fortitude save, so DC 15. That's going to be a natural 17. He's going to save. So as you stab him in the throat, he's going to start to gargle out, just start yelling and yelping in pain. And he's going to start yelling for help. And we're going to jump into initiative.
I don't know. Did they hit them?
We're going to find out.
Well, I'm in a room full of badness.
Yes. I was wondering why you were doing this, but then I realized that you were Wisdom 3.
If anybody asks, Steve has no idea what they're talking about. Steve did not hear anything.
Okay, now I need to figure out. Okay, so here's the sound of battle.
Did you leave the door open when you went into the room?
Yeah, door's open.
Cool.
Let's see. Creatures is.
You need to roll for Aaron.
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 Aaron. Sorry, I was figuring out the perception they needed to hit to figure out stuff. Let's see, it's going to be.
Like, he's in a room, so when that, like, the child kind of leans out, just gonna imagine Steve will go like, like, it's okay. Fake cough to cover it. Or something.
They need to hit, like, I don't know, DC 12? Let's see. Yeah. You get a plus 10 because they're asleep, so that's going to be a DC 10, and then because of distance, it's going to be 12. But, like, this dude is just yelling at the top of his lungs as hard as he can. But his voice is gargled because he got slit in the throat. So yeah, it's going to be DC 11 for the guy here. DC 12 for the guy above, and so on and so forth. So let's make some checks. So guy right next to him, hears it, wakes up. Guy atop, hears it, wakes up. Guy next to that guy, hears it, wakes up. And the guy down the hall does not hear it. So this gentleman the one below him and the one next to him wake up. I don't like Mozilla Firefox.
Okay, once I hit level 2, this is gonna be a lot easier for you to kill people.
Same for me.
Then I can cast Silence, which will prevent people from screaming.
There we go.
It won't prevent, it just will prevent people from hearing them scream.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
Well, you're not being given a
Pretty
choice
much.
in the matter.
Oh,
Well, it's if we make it to level 2 at this rate, because, just woke up a camp of bandits.
We may just die before we reach level
Yeah.
2, but
Yeah,
but
that's definitely something that can happen.
definitely feeling like that.
Hey, go can trim, right?
yep.
Okay, so that was not this.
So, yeah.
guy. No, he got
Steve
11.
gets murdered. Do I want to make a
This guy.
witch or bard next?
Yes.
Maybe a bard. We probably want someone who can actually talk to people.
What?
Yeah,
Talking?
this guy.
We don't need to do that.
This guy
Yeah.
over here is going to
Talking
pull-
really is for suckers,
Yeah.
but the skill, the knowledge checks and stuff might be useful.
Yeah, okay. So this guy over here is going to use his move and standard to pull up his buckler and longsword and equip them. Yeah, they are right next to him. And then he's going to yell at this gentleman over here to wake up. Who does not hear it. He sleeps through that. So...
That's the
Yeah,
other
Steve.
intern.
Oh yeah, Steve is just patrolling. He doesn't hear anything.
Yep.
Do.
Steve definitely does not
okay.
hear anything.
Then there's going to be big boy.
And if anybody asks
Steve?
Steve will tell them they don't hear anything either.
He's going to pull up his short sword and his wooden shield, and he's also going to yell at the guard at the end. Okay.
He's a heavy sleeper.
Yeah, he's a heavy sleeper. And then it is going to be Aaron's turn. You left the door closed, didn't you?
No, the door's open.
Oh, the door's open? Okay. Okay. Well, that makes their job a lot easier. Okay, then Aaron is going to run in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to daze this gentleman.
Thank you.
What's his... Yeah, okay, so he does that. Then he has to make a will save. Is daze an enchantment spell? Daze is an enchantment spell. Okay, so he gets a +2. It's going to be a 12. What's the DC? I don't know.
Just roll the spell. Oh, it's a 0 level, is it?
Yeah, I don't know how his thing works. I haven't used these sheets.
I just realised I should be using my other
No.
quick read to coup de grace.
Not your nice
Is your,
one.
is your other kukri better?
Yeah, it doesn't have the -1 to damage.
I thought that was a result of your strength.
Team.
No, my
Yeah.
my main cookery is silver because of my trait.
Oh, and that gives it a negative to damage?
Yeah, silver weapons have -1 to damage.
Yeah,
But they're
weird.
silver.
Yeah, they're silver. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, they overcome the R.
So he's going to fail, so he is going to be dazed. And that is going to be Aaron's turn. So Gimboki, you're up.
Has this guy even acted yet?
Nope. He has not acted. He is flat-footed.
Oh, I can keep doing sneak attack. I'll try and finish him off. Probably very easy to.
I mean, yeah. Unless you roll terribly. That has to hit him. It doesn't make any sense if it doesn't. 1, 7. Yeah, you slaughtered this guy.
Should never
you
said
just-
anything.
So you stabbed him through the throat, and he just kind of reared up and started screaming and gargling, and then you just went like put your hand over his mouth and just stabbed him again, and he just and died. It's pretty violent. What do you other one?
They all aren't wearing armor, are they?
No, none of them are wearing armor.
Okay. Is Niscali gonna come in here, or
Yeah, I'm gonna get in there
okay?
eventually.
That's dazed. Dazed subject is not stunned. It's not telling me what dazed does in there though. Conditions.
He can't act, but he's not like
No penalty to
That's
AC.
what they're-
Yeah.
yeah, no penalties, just can't do anything. Or they, or I don't know.
Time for me to move. Hmm. This room's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. I shall chance the attack opportunity then to here.
Yeah, he can't attack what he can't see. I feel like there would be torches, but there aren't.
I mean, they were sleeping.
Gotta turn the light off when you
Dangerous.
sleep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dangerous to leave a live fire going if you're just sleeping.
Fire could happen. Okay, so you run in the middle of them, and I feel like let's see, don't they get like a I think they get a perception check to dolphin echolocate you. They have that ability. See here.
Oh no, the dolphins
Yeah,
have evolved.
See, creature or object is invisible, so it's basically a DC 20. Okay. Nah, no. Okay, so Niscali.
I'm gonna get in closer. It's as far as I can go. So, like, would I be able to see in the room if I was
Yeah,
able to?
The door was open, so you see
Yeah.
into the room.
Well, I mean, I can actually see in the room.
Oh yeah, I mean that.
But, like, okay.
This guy's dazed. The other guys haven't been touched.
I have my crossbow out.
You could,
Yeah.
that guy would be easier to hit because he hasn't got his armor or his buckler, whereas this guy has his buckler.
Yeah. Also, he's.
Oh,
like,
this guy took up a wooden shield.
Oh. Your choice. Which one do you want to go for?
What's the penalty for shooting into melee if you don't have the feet?
There is no
minus
melee
one.
right now.
Also
yeah.
that, yes.
Okay, well then that's fair. I'm gonna
Yeah, it would
take
be
a shot
minus
at
4.
the dazed guy.
Don't know. Let's see here. What is this? Dex. Oh god. Okay, so good dex. So that's gonna hit because he has no armor.
Probably.
Well, no, wait, no, he has his buckler. Yeah, I mean he has his shield. What is his shield doing? Sorry, one sec.
I mean, he would also be flat-footed to Nusgali because he doesn't know she's there. He's there.
I mean, there are like, I don't know how that is. Yeah, it would hit. Yeah.
Max damage. Yay.
Wish I had those rolls when I was killing them. Three and a half out of 8. It ain't bad.
I mean, not sure. So,
I'm only level 1.
Well, you killed
if you don't want to
3
be good
of them
enough,
in like
sure,
without nobody noticing, so that's good.
sure, it's fine.
Actually, it's 4.5 because I killed the guy on the battlements along with
Well,
Nusgali.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is going to be this guy. Okay, where's the dead guy? That was the 3. Okay, it's going to be this guy. Okay, so he's going to walk over here and just yell into this guy, and he just hears it. Like he just wakes up. Like there's no, he stirs him awake. So he does that.
The rum's gone! What? The rum's gone!
The rum's gone.
That doesn't actually go on someone just murdering us. Oh, what did you wake me up for that for?
What are they doing that for? I don't want to be murdered.
I mean, if people are dead, he gets a bigger share, right?
Yeah.
He yells at him like, "Wake the hell up, you useless bastard, and go get Captain Casey!" And then, as part of his move, he will have drawn his, what does he have? Longsword. So he has his longsword, but not his buckler, and this guy wakes up and takes the last turn.
Well, I know who I'm going for next. Don't want more people alerted.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what he rolls as he enters the initiative. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and then we turn it back around to this guy over here. I think they would all just. I think, yeah, there. It does make sense for them to do anything else. Okay, he is going to free action. No, he couldn't do that. Okay, he just has to run for that. So he's going to. He doesn't know that you're there. So he's going to just sprint. So you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I feel like. And you just barely hit. And he just yelps out in pain as he just sprints past you down here and down the hall.
Oh
I can
no.
probably measure how much that is.
I take it he's double moving then.
Yeah, he's double moving. And you hear some yelling come from over here. Another challenger enters the fray. Then it's Steve's turn, and Steve just continues on with his patrol route.
Well, I'm just gonna. Does it look like anybody else on that's currently patrolling is cluing into the goings on of my murderous compatriots?
No, it doesn't look like the walls of the keep are pretty thick, and it doesn't look like the sound is really traveling outside of the keep. But you.
Then I shall carry on with my charade.
Yeah. Okay. Then it is this guy's turn. He's dazed. He's no longer dazed. Aaron's turn. I don't know. What does this guy have? What can he do?
Could Aaron just kill this guy?
I don't think he has the power to do that.
He got no weapon?
Nah, he's a wizard boy.
Every wizard needs a bow.
Yes. Yeah, but he could not kill him with his bow. Touch of fatigue. What does this do? Gives him fatigue. Okay. That makes sense. He can make him clean. And he could chill touch him. I don't know.
Isn't chill touch his cantrip?
No, that's a first level. So level 1. You can also just, I don't know, pull out his bow and shoot. Is that an equipment? There's nothing on the sheet. I don't think there are any weapons on his sheet that I can see. Okay. He's going to run up. Oh god, I'm moving the bed.
He picks up the bed and throws it at the enemy. The bed continues to move.
So he's going to move over there, and he's going to daze this other guy over here. Who fails his save. So he dazes another dude. So it's going to be... who was this? I've literally forgotten who everyone is.
That's the guy in the bed.
Yes, over.
Oh yeah, that was this guy, and he was gonna run up to get the guy. And there's darkness. He doesn't know, so he just does what he's told. Yeah. Okay, so it's Gimboki.
How far is your crossbow?
Did you say something?
Yes. I'm asking Nascali what's the range of the crossbow, because I always forget.
It cut out.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit. Crossbow is range 80.
Okay. Since the guys around the corner have already shouted, I'm probably just going to take this one out, and you can shoot to the guy at the far back. And actually, that's out of your vision.
I can see him. Wait, no, I don't.
You should be able to.
I can't see, but
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to because he's 70 foot away and your dark vision should
I'm
only be
gonna
60.
move further. I'm gonna move deeper into the room because I'm technically now outside the door still.
Yeah, true. Okay.
In the room, because it walls.
Because I don't want to get too close to the hallway if more people are coming in. So
I'm gonna move closer and
I'm
then I
going
can see the guy
to
that I can kill.
attack.
Should I?
I'm going to attack the guy that's next to me.
Okay. Okay, I should give them perception checks whenever. Okay, well, whatever. You slash him in the shoulder, and it bites deep, and he starts breathing heavily.
Still not dead?
No, he's not.
Jeez. I guess I'll claw him as well then.
A damn son.
I haven't even set up attacks on my claws because I'll never be using them, but I don't have my cookery out. Equipment. It's my weapons.
I feel like shouldn't you have, like, I don't know, declared that you were doing a full attack?
I haven't moved.
Or am I crazy? Okay. I don't know how to run that.
That should be all fine. That shouldn't have sneaked. Well, yeah, it would be sneak attack. Yeah, it was really low attack.
Yeah, but yeah, you do still hit him.
Thankfully, I have claws as a race.
Okay, yeah, so you hit him and he goes down.
And I was going to move a bit more, but now I can only 5 foot step, so I'll just 5 step up.
And then it is Niscali's turn.
I'm gonna move further into the room. So I was like 5 feet away, so 5. Moving like there. And now I can see that guy, so I'm gonna take a shot at that guy.
Okay, he gets a bit of cover bonus because you're shooting through this bed,
Damn.
and you are so teeny tiny small.
Your token's also under the beds for me.
Yes.
Oh, I'm like
And
in
you're-
between the beds.
Yeah, but you're under them according to the map. I don't
Oh, BRB, I need to kill a spider.
Eat it.
Dun, dun, dun. No, that does not hit. So that guy's going to be alive. Okay, Bandito's
For
turn.
now.
I saw this spider in our kitchen like yesterday, and I was glaring at it and saying, "You stay right there and don't come close to me, and you can stay alive." And now it was in my room.
Didn't follow the
So now
rules.
Now it's dead.
What a bastard.
Like, if he was just gonna stay in a corner somewhere just killing banana flies, I would have been fine with it because I don't have to see it, but I hate spiders, so now it's dead. As soon as they invade my room, they're gonna die. Well, I need to go
That's
flush
a
the
fair
toilet.
policy. Okay, I'm going to merge all these bandits into the same thing of initiative because this is driving me nuts. I now understand why people do that always.
I don't.
Well, I can't work like this.
Why?
These conditions are deplorable.
Why don't you like them as separate token or turn orders?
Initiative.
What did you say you broke up?
Oh, I just realized how it worked.
What?
And then it was...
That you hover over them and it shows you who's what?
Yeah, yep. I just didn't know.
Wah. G did say it earlier, but I don't think you heard
Yeah,
her.
I tried to mention it, yeah.
I'm not. I was preoccupied by the murder. Okay. So this guy's gonna do that, and and this guy's gonna come running back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he wants to be about. No, he wants to be about here. And this guy pulls up his buckler and moves a little bit, and then do 1, 2, 3. You hear some heavy footsteps coming from over here. Steve continues his merry Steve way. This guy's dead. It's Aaron's turn. Aaron. Moves there. These bats are killing me. And then he's going to color spray. And they both fail. Yeah, DC 14. Okay. So what does it do? No idea what color spray does.
It was dependent
24
on
rounds. Okay.
the HD of the creature.
Yeah, okay. So they're unconscious for 7 rounds. So those guys are knocked out cold.
Goose.
Yes.
I apologize. I cheated.
Yeah, I assumed so.
The claw attack I have is actually something I need to choose for Catfolk, and I didn't choose it. I chose something else, so I shouldn't have been able to do that attack.
You monster. How will we handle this? I think everyone gets resurrected and they all charge at you. Bam. That's the fairest way to do this.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to yeah, whatever. It's done and over. You had a flash of insight and your cat-like claws manifested and you scratched him to death.
So surprised that this guy wasn't dead, you just instinctively swiped at him. And he died.
Okay. So that is going to be Aaron's turn. Yeah, so both of these guys are super unconscious. So
Unconscious, you say?
Yep, that is what he said.
Smiles
Unconscious,
murderously.
you say? I'm gonna 5-foot step and coup de grace.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll.
I'm not gonna do it with my silver bloody cookery. I'm just gonna do it with my spiked gauntlet, because then I don't have to take the -1.
Okay.
It is a bloody cookery after all the killing you've been doing
Punch
with
him
it.
in the face.
Well, it's a spiked gauntlet, so I'm stabbing my fingers through his eyes.
Oh my god. What did that do damage-wise?
It's the same damage. It's just I don't take the -1.
Wow. Okay.
So, 9.
Yeah, so you murder him. So that guy dies. Okay. So
I just take back my arm and just like eyeballs on my fingers.
Bu-bu-bu-bu.
Ascali, there's more coming around the hallway.
Yeah, I heard him.
Something about a leader
I
called
move
Kali or something.
here and ready an attack for anyone who comes around the corner with my crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, you're leaving the unconscious person for me, are you?
Don't shoot people who are already almost dead.
This guy. Okay.
It's a waste of
So
crossbow bolts.
it's not. Yeah, so I don't want to shoot people who are down because they are harder to hit.
Okay.
But also because it's already unconscious.
From around the corner comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That
so
should-
this guy. And you shoot him.
Like when
Go
he's
on.
around the
Crit,
corner
go
still.
on. Crit. Just take him down.
I have a feeling I've already kind of used all my crits for today.
Hit him
I've
to
been
the wall
rolling-
with your bolt.
You won't know until you try.
No.
Nope, that is nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh yeah, I did actually forget to mention this. That you also see light emanating from
That's
this.
why I missed because I was so scared about the oh shit, he's light.
Yeah. Yes, that's definitely.
We lose our
So,
But yeah, I
advantage
completely,
of darkness.
completely forgot to mention that there's light coming from over here, and from out beyond the. Oh yeah, you hit him. You don't hit him.
No. I'm very surprised if I did.
And he's going to wait. Was this the end of his movement? Yes. That's, okay. It's fine defensively. Okay, so he's going to pull up his buckler. And then with a skull cap and a oh, that's difficult terrain, but he can just barely make it. Okay, so from beyond the corner steps this guy, and he has a skull cap of metal, and you can see that there is a little flame on top of his skull cap. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And he also has a heavy flail. Aaron in the face.
Steve!
Where's Steve going?
is there like a
Both my screens have gone black.
Yes, yes,
I-
they have.
I ran out of
You're-
dedicated RAM.
You're for your subway. Whatever.
No, actually, both my monitors have gone black. I can't see anything.
Oh boy. Ooh, what's happening?
I don't know. I was zooming in, then I wanted to zoom out, but it zoomed out, but nothing else was loading, and now everything's just gone black.
This is unfortunate. I recommend
Oh,
restarting your computer.
No, it's coming back. I might need to close down some browsers or something there.
Okay, I may have overestimated the power of this man, because he has smacked old Aaron in the face for 9 points of damage.
Ow,
oh boy.
that is painful.
Yes.
Well, you're gonna have some
He
work to
has-
do there, putting him back together.
Well, yeah, he has 8 health, so he's going to go down. So he is at -1.
Lovely.
Okay, and that is going to have been his turn. So it is now Steve's turn. And there is no.
So did I
I mean,
hear a
If you got the
mournful
guards,
meowing?
you would have had the doors open, and you also see the light coming from the door now.
So if you see those things, then the other guards also see those things. Like this
Well done.
person would notice it. But that light, that definitely not continuous flame, is what is it? It's 60 feet in total. Oh boy, I just drew things. So yeah, you would not see the light spilling. I can give you a well, you would see into the door, but you don't have. There's light.